Insomniacs, we are back live. Let's go.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh. Never stop, you gotta take control.
Patty on the streets, yeah, she brings the heat. Drama around the corner, feeling that beat. You Tube Daze, episodes unfold. Betty's got the scoop, stories untold. Navigating drama, twists and turns. Betty breaks it down, everyone learns. Go down low, she's got all the tea. Pull up to the screen, come and watch for free. Watch. Betty, on the go. Streaming live, don't miss the show. On the streets, she's our guide. Hip hop dance, keep it locked inside. Every episode, every time. Betty's here, making it shine. Feel the rhythm, hit the floor. Betty's drama, always wanting more. Life's the vibe, she's in the groove. Pitching and twist, she's got the moves. Drama drop beats, keep going. Dance all night, energy showing. Betty, on the go. Streaming live, don't miss the show. On the streets, she's our guide. Hip hop dance, keep it locked inside.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Same us for the way up, play the game, bruh. Never stop, I'll get it if I want it.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. Donna's in the house. Yes, that was Wonder Woman. Of course, Firefly is back in the house. So tonight, my Insomniacs, we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Ernie Shell seems to think that he is the only one with content. He seems to think that we only want to go over him. But actually, I got a lot of Lowe's cows that I can be going over. I've been missing a lot of my Lowe's cows here lately. And Ernie, you're just one of them. So anyway, you didn't miss much yesterday, Donna. Ernie came out with the fuck shit I told you about that, and I let you hear the phone call, and he thought he was Superman again, and everybody should bow down to him, and everybody should buy all this equipment for him because, you know, he is doing sting operations. He is going to figure out what happened to Summer, whether he has to choke somebody and strangle them to tell what happened to Summer. Okay. Another tragedy, pimp. Anyway, so, but I've got other people. So I've got TKO. TKO actually pretends like he's doing a polygamous relationship. He goes on to Bigo. He does these polygamy auditions, and then once the girls get in the house, they have to pay him $30,000 to $50,000. Yeah, he's doing drug deals for sure. They have to pay him anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 to get in the house, and he runs off a VPN. If you've ever heard of a VPN, I had to look that up. I didn't know what that was. That's actually where you use somebody else's social security number and their identification, and you can rent houses. Believe it or not, landlords actually don't check. You can rent houses, you can get utilities put in their name, anything you want, a fucking car, I guess all kinds of shit. And I guess a fake ID comes with it. I really don't know, but I know when I looked it up, it was highly, highly, highly illegal to do. Anyway, so TKO also, yeah, look it up. It's a VPN. A lot of people on Bigo, they sell them. Now, some of them are untraceable and some of them are not. No, let me show you. It's not called a VPN. It's called something else. Hang on. Let's see. It's using someone's social security number. I can't remember exactly what it's called. Using someone else's. It's not a VPN, but it's something else. Something else. Hang on. Using someone's social security and new ID. I have to look it up and see what it's called. I don't know. I can't remember. It's called V something. I thought it was VPN. Why did I say VPN? I've said it before and I knew what it was. Anyways, I had to look it up. It is something that you can get where you can get houses and things like that. And I don't think it's a CPN. Yeah, I think it's a CPN. Okay. I think, let me see. Nope, it's not a CPN. I don't know the name of it. I can't remember. Hang on. CPN. Yes, it's a CPN. CPNs are issued by the federal government and have no official legal standing. They operate in legal gray area, but using a CPN to apply for a credit constitutes fraud, and they're often tied to criminal activity. You may also come across some other terms for CPNs like credit profile number. It is a CPN. Sorry. I never knew what it was, but yeah, it's some kind of CPN. It's highly illegal to have, and people evidently sell them on Bigo and stuff like that. Anyways, this pimp has them. Okay. Yeah, that it's either like some sort of okay, SDA, some sort of something where they buy it for $5,000. They can get houses in their name. They can get the utilities, phones, cars. They can get all kinds of shit, and then they can just walk away and not pay the bills, or they can pay the bills and keep the stuff. And that's what he's running off of, is a CPN. Anyway, sorry I called it a VPN. You know I'm crazy. Hey, Venomous. So got to get something and post it here that I just posted. Okay. So anyways, it's kind of like identity theft, but you can purchase it on the black market and they make you a whole new name, a whole new everything. And I don't know. But anyways, this guy's been using it. He just bought a brand new Porsche. He got a mansion, which he had another mansion he was using a CPN on, and they called the landlord because everybody finds out everything. They called the landlord, told him, and then they had to move out. And then now he's using another CPN for another house that he pays $3,000 a month for. But anyways, this is the goal though. He has been a pimp for strippers and prostitutes for a long time. Now, he is in his 40s and he is on Bigo with 82 million followers. Okay. And he holds these shows called Do You Want to Be a polygamy audition, whether they would fit with his lifestyle and his other women. Now, there's been like about 15 women that's came and went. They had to pay $20,000 to $50,000 to get in, and then he only screws them in the ass. That's the only usual way he has sex with them. He's been with one woman for 17 years. Then he beats them, abuses them. They're either strippers or they've been in adult film industries or whatever. And then they have to give all their money to him. And, he acts like a big pimp and, all that stuff. He has been to prison for raping a 14-year-old, and he raped her anally, and he tore her to where she had to have 15 stitches in her anus. He went to prison for 2 years for that. He's very well known. He thinks he's a rapper in his 40s still when he started in his 20s. And he gets girls from like the age of 20 up because he likes to groom them and, whatever. So a couple of the girls got together. They finally went and pressed charges on him for beating the shit out of them, taking their money, etc., being a pimp. And yeah, kind of like a D-list Keith Sweat, kind of like a D-list. The other guy, who's the other guy? Dang it. He went to prison for our RSO as well. Shit, he had hit records. What the fuck is his name? He went to prison a long time ago. He's got life and then another life. R. Kelly. Like R. Kelly, okay? So he grooms these girls. They give all their money to him. And then he works on the Bigo app. He's never had a job ever. Yes, thank you, MAD. He's never had a job. Women have always worked for him. Women have always done everything for him. Blah, 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 blah. So when I introduced TKO the first time, I kind of showed you some of his victims. I kind of showed you what kind of person he is. And now one girl had took his car when he was trying to beat her. She took his car. She got in trouble for that. But then they came back and arrested him, even though he was the one that called the police. They came back and arrested him because he hadn't registered as a sex offender, and because she had bruises on her, and they knew that he was a pimp from his previous stuff, and they knew he was beating on her. So the Las Vegas Police Department are pressing charges against him. Well, then one of the girls had been with him, and she's an older woman. She's 40. She was with him for like about 2 years. She never actually moved in, but she got her ass whipped a lot. And anyway, so she lives in New York. She finally got the money through Cash Apps and stuff to come to Las Vegas, press charges against him. So that's what's been going on. Now he's been hanging out with these people. This one guy, I can't remember his name, but he's like helped all these celebrities to sing and stuff like that. So he's been hanging out with these kind of people, and he hasn't really been dropping anything on his YouTube channel here late, but he's in fuck shit trouble with the first girl, and he took 20 grand from or 30 grand from her, and now she's completely lost. She don't know what to do. And then once he's done with you, after he takes your money and shit, he just throws you out. He always keeps your laptop so that he can go in and he can do anything he wants to your social media. He's very dangerous. He left one woman for dead, and they actually found her and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's just been really crazy. So I've been investigating this guy for like the last 9 months. He always dresses nice because the women pay for his clothes. The women pay for all his jewels. He's always wearing this big damn chain around his neck. Like I said, he just now bought a new Porsche for his woman of 17 years. However, he's been driving that Porsche till the wheels fall off. He just had a baby with the girl that he's been with for 17 years, but she had left him previous and was with another man and was going to actually leave him, and she came back pregnant. So that's not his baby. And yeah, just a lot of fuck shit is going on. So we're going to look up and see what's been going on, because it's been a while since I actually looked into him. And yeah, I'll let you see a little bit about him. Very interesting character. One day he's preaching, talking about God. The next day he's doing all kinds of weird shit. Okay. Now, I didn't know nothing about this, but it says TKO adds mother and daughter into his polygamy family. Now, this is getting fucking gross, okay? Mother and daughter. Hold up. Hold up. And he uses the baby as content all the time. And oh my God, are you effing kidding me? Okay. So when I show you this, the girl over at the right side, at the very over there with the sunglasses on her head, that's the one that he's been with for 17 years. The girl with the brown hair, I found her on a porn site, but it wasn't just any porn site. It's called something gaggers. And this guy was like jamming his penis in her throat, making her throw up, and then, you know, screwed her in the ass. And she was like 18 years old. It was disgusting. They spit on you. They do everything. It was something gaggers. I don't know. It was the grossest shit I ever seen in my life. But anyways, so this is the new thing. He has a mother and a daughter. Lord have mercy on us. My goodness gracious. All right, there's the little baby. It's not his. He also wears a filter. He slims down his nose. He makes sure his under eyes don't have no wrinkles and shit, because the dude's like born in 1984. So he's like 40 years old. This one's like 21. This one's like 30. This one's 31. This one's 33. And this must be the fucking mother to this one. This one is a scientist. I don't know. Whatever.
Nose. Extreme nose. I'm talking about extreme nose. So tap that screenshot alive. Boom.
Oh, it was
what up with y'all? What up with y'all?
No, you don't ever want to.
You know, welcome to my poly family, man. Yep, 4. I just noticed let them know, baby.
This one is coming to
let them know, baby.
I just brought her mother. So now
on YouTube. The first 1,000 subscribers out of, I'm gonna pick 3 people out of the first 1,000 subscribers. You get free merch. You gotta go subscribe.
And the baby lives.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And thank you for
the girl on
Facebook. Y'all, let's get the gifts up in here. Let's get the gifts up. Let's get to like 2,000 views. We got some big news for y'all. Make sure y'all sharing that live.
Away.
All this shit acting like it ain't.
I'm blown away.
Bye bye.
Maybe
Thank you. Yeah, they all looking good. So what's the big news? Who pregnant? Yeah, y'all gotta stay tuned. We got some gigantic news.
Oh wow,
some gigantic news for sure. So
He
it's going down.
all
It's
the
going
time
down.
to fast things.
I'm not gonna give no hints right now. I ain't gonna give no hints right now. Tap the screenshot allows. Let's get some luxury cars up in here. Let's get to the superstar.
Oh, he's on his way to
You know what I'm saying? And it's going down.
He's got.
It's going down. When I say it's going down.
Okay, so he's got 2 girls that pressed charges, one that didn't press charges, but the state pressed charges. The other 2 girls pressed charges. They all know he's a pimp as well. And they know about the CPN. The people who he just had a house with, they just pressed charges for him using the CPN and stuff like that. This girl right here has been with him 17 years. She knew he was a pimp before she ever got with him. She was friends with him before she got with him. So she knew what he was all about. Finally, she got out last year and got pregnant with little britches here. But she went back to him, had the baby, and he now claims the baby, yada, yada. This one came from another country. That's her mom that came from another country. And this one did the really bad gaggers, whatever, gross shit. And she is a stripper in Las Vegas.
It's something that never been done before. Y'all never seen before, never experienced before. And trust me, I have no clue. That's the most hint I can give you. You have no clue.
This is another thing.
The baby adorable. Thank you.
He is on billboards for Bigo so that these women can come and give him gifts and then get lured into this. Okay. Kind of like how Ernie is doing on YouTube. This is the guy on Bigo. Okay. This is the guy on Bigo. This is the Ernie on Bigo. Except he just says he's a rapper and a star, you know, this big, huge star, which he does have 82 million subscribers because Bigo pushed him so hard. And he's got so many people underneath him. And all these fucking women, even though they've seen all the women he's hurt and the bruises and the beatings and stuff, and even seen it in action, they still want to be with him.
Yeah. And she's 3 months old today.
Oh, yeah, she's 3 months old today. Yeah, it's 3 months. It's the end of the month. She's 3 months old. We should. Okay, we got to do one for her. Maybe we'll do one when we're wearing the matching, you know what I'm talking about? And then we'll say her name.
There's that head thing.
You know what we talking about?
Says he's some kind of religion.
Yeah, so we can just do that like Saturday.
Okay, you know that guy in prison not too long ago? Right?
Let's go.
That Nature Boy guy? Do you remember Nature Boy? I covered him. Okay, Nature Boy brought him to the platform. And then once he got to the platform, he also stole one of Nature Boy's wives like 2 years ago. He thinks he's another Nature Boy. So you see where Nature Boy ended up at prison because of his cult and everything and what he done, and he raped that girl. Yeah, this is where he's headed. Same scenario.
Go, let's get it. Happy 3 months. Thank you. Everybody saying happy 3 months. Let's go. Look at my beautiful women, man. God has blessed me, man. Look at these angels right here. Y'all looking so good. Hey, man, I'm blessed. I would hate on me too. I ain't gonna lie. I hate on me. Like, why do this nigga got it? Why do he got it? You know what I'm saying? Why do he got it? You know, I don't know. God has blessed me, man. They made me look good. I was ugly before I met them.
He doesn't look as
now I'm looking good for sure.
He's got a filter.
She getting big. Yeah.
Crazy. I didn't know men wore filters.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let me know if she did it good. Hold on. What's the say? Trying to talk? Oh, okay. Tap the screenshot alive for sure.
Armani just
yeah, tap the screenshot alive for sure. Let's go. Let's get it. Can't bullshit it. What's up, Project Baby? What's going on? Hey, thank you so much. Let's go.
One girl.
Let's get to 2,000. Let's get to about like 2,000 viewers up in here. Y'all gotta
$500.
Y'all gotta
I've watched it happen.
If y'all gotta
with a yacht.
What's that shit called? A DIY notify? If y'all got a DIY notify, go ahead and bring the DIY notify up in here. and we're gonna get this shit going, all right? So a DIY notifies those 3 lines at the bottom. Click those 3 lines, and we're gonna bring everybody up here, man. All right?
Only been there.
And like I said, man, we got some gigantic news.
Now there.
It's major. It's crazy. It's a beautiful thing, though. At the same time, we built honestly. These are my drip angels. I'm TKO Capone. We live this life in real life. There's so much that we don't show y'all behind the scenes. So now we got a Poly Drip Angels channel, so y'all can start seeing it. Right? I said Shell's pregnant. Y'all, I think that's the big news. Stay tuned. We're gonna We're gonna announce it. We're gonna announce it on.
Good credit.
We're gonna announce it on our Facebook.
And I don't try to act like I'm somebody.
Yeah, we're gonna announce it on our Facebook for sure.
But he's been hanging out with some guy who
major news. Everybody pregnant at once.
So I think he actually told us now.
Whew, shit. I'm not gonna say nothing. Like I say, this news is big.
One of them's
major alert. So it's going up. I used to say it's going down, but it's going up, baby. This is my new shirt. It's called TKO, Teach Knowledge Overall. That's what it's about. Even though I like the ball, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna still teach knowledge overall. You know what I'm talking about? That's what it's about, man. You know, reach one, teach one. But yeah. So if y'all don't know the names right now, we got 1.6 thousand people up here. We got Shells right here with Dexter the doggy. We got AKA the Benz right here sitting oh so classy with the motherfucking legs over one leg. Then we got Lexi looking so motherfucking sexy. And you know Armani is the nice body, but it's also a motherfucking mommy. You know what I'm saying? It's going down, baby drip. You know what I'm saying? We all in full effect right now. And they all got the Drip Angel brand right now. Armani, you mind coming over with baby drip real quick just so they can see you in your outfit. I'm gonna get out the way. You can put baby
sit down. T-shirt is an urn.
Nah, I mean, I don't know if they're gonna be able to see it. I mean, you can do it however you feel. I just don't want to move the phone because I'm about to readjust it.
We sit down.
Hey.
I have that same wig in there.
And I'm trying to make it to where they can see it. Hey, girl.
So happy.
You got to move your hands out the way so they can see it, yeah?
The baby got the finger.
On down to the socks. On down to the socks.
Let's turn them around.
Socks.
On down to the socks. Want to put it up there? I know you probably can't. Oh, my bad, baby.
Between you and her, pull them out. Lord, they gonna end up pulling them out.
That's that wig that I put on when I did my first intro.
All right.
That's a wig.
You showing me your shirt and stuff? Oh, my bad, man. You show the shirt.
Beautiful wig.
My bad.
Low.
My bad,
has a new wig as well.
Did you show me shorts?
You said don't stand up. Because then they could be able to see it. You said you don't want to be on camera.
Oh, they can see it. Yeah, they can see it. For sure.
Hey,
nothing special. Nothing special about
that. What up, family?
At all. Okay.
Huh? All right, 2.9 thousand people up here.
TKO.
What it do, man? We got some big news, man. We got some big news. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, just not cop the protect. Just not cop that protect.
Got a new watch.
Yeah, I cop that AP.
Another new watch.
Yeah, feel me. My women just got, get the Drip Angel chains made. It's crazy right now, man. So they just not got the mold for the Drip Angel chains. So every woman with me gonna have Drip Angel chains. It's gonna be crazy. We just building right now. What up, Clem God? What's going on? Let's go ahead and get to the fifth.
Morning,
what up, Queen Icy, baby? Let's go. Okay, gynecologist up in here working. Gynecologist up in here working. And I appreciate none of my queens on their phones. They doing the tents about. I like this. They all in order today, man. I love this, man. A house in order, man. I love this. All niggas so motherfucking pretty. They all got their own motherfucking look. They got a nigga hook. I think we're gonna come out with a book. What's up, Queen Icy, baby? What it do? All right. What's going on with Shells? Sex appeal. Can't you see? That's what's going on with Shells right now.
Yeah,
sex appeal. Hey, brother, the angels are okay. Yes, indeed. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let me put on the full white. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. What's up, Money Bunny?
He will.
The YouTube is called Poly Drip Angels. Poly Drip Angels.
Because
matter of fact, let me put it up here.
And they like.
Let me put it up here real quick.
Oh, now he's gonna 50.
The what?
50. He has 2 life matches.
Oh, thank you so much, Tambra. Tambra, the motherfucking answer.
They
thank you, baby.
Under the bus
let me find this sticker real quick so I can put it up here.
He wouldn't do it.
Sticker.
They're all the same. They all do it.
That's my shit. Let me see.
I said they threw him and they threw R. Kelly under the bus and let him go to prison because there was he wanted to buy out his catalog and they didn't want him having it. So, you know, they all have stuff on them. So it's easy for, you know, them to call up their people and say, hey, put charges on this motherfucker, because it's either you die or you die in prison when you get out, you know, from underneath the cult. I'm talking about when you sell your soul and your soul ain't for sale. But when you do that, which this motherfucker just did it not too long ago with the guy he's been hanging out with that's made a lot of those people. He's in that industry.
All right. What's up, Tambra? Hold on.
Yeah, I can do it like this.
Bobby.
So I can talk.
This is the channel. I'm about to put it up right now.
I can talk over him like this.
And we're going to do this one. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all.
It's called Dodge.
All right, that's it. All right, that's our channel right there. That's the channel right there, Poly Drip Angels. And it's going down like that. So that's our new YouTube channel. No internet lives or nothing like that. We already got TKO Capone Bigo page for the lives and shit like that. And right now we got some big exclusive news that we're gonna share. We're gonna share it over there on Facebook. So make sure y'all log in. Y'all fuck with this Facebook, because as soon as, matter of fact, while I'm going live over here, I think I'm going live on Facebook. So we can just get everybody straight over there on Facebook and shit like that.
Hang on just a second. I'm trying to get my volume right. Give me just 1 second here. I got to make sure my volume's correct here so I can hear myself and hear them and not blow your eardrums out at the same time. So I can either dodge or I can just shut it off when I want to talk. This is a short one. This is only 32 minutes. So I'll just let it play through and I won't dodge it. That way it's much, there we go. It's much easier.
Man, when I say this news is big, this news is big. So y'all just be aware. Y'all just be aware. You can't find it on YouTube? Just put the @ sign in front of it. And if you can't find it through that way, go to my Instagram. If you go on my Instagram, all you gotta do is hit that link. I got the link in the bio, right? On my Instagram. What's up, Kim? And I'm torn between a rocket. Oh man. Because you know what I'm saying? You know, I value my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I value her. You know, I value her opinion about certain things. However,
all right, baby. Love
this is major.
Take care of you. For staying by.
Shells, how do you feel about the big news?
I'm ready to sit back and watch it unfold.
Woo!
He thinks he's going to open a television show.
And the thing about it is, once they hear it, they're going to get it. They're going to look back at this clip and be like, oh, I get it. Now, they said, AKA the business is glowing. Yeah, they all looking real good right now. But hopefully she keeps that glow when y'all know. Hopefully she get that glow. But we gonna give it up for her because she a trooper.
One of them's pregnant.
She a trooper though, man. Shout out to AKA the Benz. She most definitely a trooper, so I most definitely respect it. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely respect it. My Facebook is TKO Capone. My name. Y'all know that. My favorite. I'm gonna take this off for a little bit till we go live on Facebook. This shit is motherfucking too heavy. Make me tired.
Now he's got
so yeah.
a polygamous relationship, but he's
got
got
another
another
day, I don't
daughter.
even need no jewels on because my shit shine like this, man. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, so look,
he's headed to prison.
Facebook is TKO Capone, page 1. That's where we're going to announce the big news that we got 3.6 thousand people up in here. Let's continue to get them views up, but let's get to a 5th star, all right? Also, we got a new poly channel that we always upload vlogs. No internet, like live stuff. Everybody keep on saying pregnancy. Well, you about to see, all right? So our new YouTube channel is called Poly Drip Angels. It's up here. It's up there. Everybody go subscribe. And out of 1,000 people, we're gonna take 3 names and we're gonna see y'all free merch. You know what I'm talking about? And also go look at, if y'all can't find it, it's page 1. TKO Capone page 1. TKO Capone page 1. TKO Capone page 1. That's what we're going live on. And we got a new, for the people who don't got Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok. This is our vlogging channel, Poly Drip Angels. Poly Drip Angels is our vlog. Hey, how much we need to that first?
I don't know yet.
We almost there?
Big announcement.
We got 3K up in here.
Been with for 17 years.
Oh, we almost there.
Left and came back and had a baby.
Let's go. You said folks doing what?
I don't know if it is or not. So
you said folks hopping off their lives just so they can come through the window? Oh, man. Who you referring to?
In another country.
You know, it's
and now
something gigantic.
There.
You know, so if they are jumping off that motherfucker, let them jump off. So look, this is a thing right here. Hit that Poly Drip Angel sign right there. What's the baby name? She deserves an identity. What's the baby's name? She deserves an identity. Y'all crazy.
I know the baby's name. It's Amber.
What's up, Mulan? Yeah, once we get to the 5th star, we're gonna announce it on Facebook.
All right, so the baby's name is Amber Lynn Armani. Armani's the mama, but that's not her real name. That's the name she goes by. And they named her Amber Lynn Armani Capone.
And yeah. So I guess my baby ain't got no identity because we don't know the name. They go crazy little motherfuckers. Let's go. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, cool. I can see y'all good. Oh yeah, I can see y'all good. Cool. It works out. All right, let me see. All right, we hit it. All right, so we hit that 5th star. So for the people who don't know what's going on, we're about to announce some really big news. Some real big news. They got somebody real nervous. And it's for the culture though, you know, for the name of the drip. All right. So make sure y'all come over to Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Come over to Facebook. It's TKO Capone page 1. That's saying congratulations, aka the Benz. What y'all mean? Yeah, congratulations, aka the Benz. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. We can go with that. We can go with that. I am funny.
Yeah, this is my new boyfriend.
Yeah, so look, you might go over to Facebook.
You're welcome.
Our new YouTube channel is called Poly Drip Angels. Y'all don't want to miss out some of the content we're gonna put up today. And what else? Am I missing anything? Oh yeah. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Armani. The first 1,000 subscribers.
Probably the one pregnant.
We're gonna choose 3 people out the first 1,000 subscribers. And what are we gonna do, Armani? We're gonna give y'all free merch. You know what I'm saying? Give y'all free Drip Angel merch. And if you're a guy, you want some teaching knowledge over all type of stuff, man, it's going down. TKO Capone first page. So we're about to go over there right now.
This is a real pimp, COVID. Yeah, this is a real pimp. Oh, and by the way, I think
somebody he will get close.
since he went to prison and he came back, that's why he fucks the girls in the ass, and that's why he told Armani he wanted to open up their relationship, even though he used to have pimps and hoes. He was the pimp and he had hoes. Well, now he does polygamy because it's a cover up for pimps and hoes. It's a cover up, and he gets the women off the app, but they got to pay lots of money and do lots of different shit for this dude. Yeah, it's not as beautiful as what he's making it look like right now.
We'll get close.
Yep. They just announced their mother and daughter.
All right, here we go.
Right.
So right now we're technically hitting the live over here.
Zero moral.
Boom. Turn this down.
Get out of
What
you.
you say, my princess?
Treat you like shit. There's nothing good about this.
If you didn't follow over here from Bigo, you just click in the live. Make sure you go subscribe to Poly Drip Angels on YouTube. The first 1,000 subscribers, we're gonna pick 3.
We're gonna get close. They ain't seen y'all over here on this motherfucking y'all ain't seen my women over here, right? Watch this.
Where's
Watch how I'll so pretty. They in the background. Y'all ain't seen them before. We're gonna make sure y'all see them today. Hold on. What up, Armani? What's going on? That's Armani. We got Lexi. What's going on? What's going on? We got AKA the Benz Fuck Friends. How you feeling right now? Nervous about this news? She nervous about this news. Then we got Shells with the whistle and bells. Man, show us show us some of this this drip angel merch, baby. Turn around with that nice little snatched little body, huh? Looking good here. Once we get to 500 shares, which shouldn't be really hard. Once we get to the 500 shares, we're gonna get started, all right? So yeah, we up in my house right now. We up in the drip mansion, and these are all my gorgeous drip angels. And we just enjoying life right now, man. But we got some big news to announce to y'all. Some really big news, man. We appreciate all that tapping. We appreciate all that sharing. Man, it's going down, man. I appreciate y'all. And tea time. I appreciate you. Already. So we're gonna go down the line and we're just gonna chop it up real quick while we're waiting for these shares to come through. We just need 500 shares. Let me share it in all 30 discourse. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate it. We had 115. Are we on one? All right. So look, we continue to keep it up. If y'all know some big groups to share it in.
I am sick of going over Ernie constantly, and Ernie saying that he's the only, yes, they're sex slaves. That's exactly. And he likes to do it in the ass more than anything. That's exactly what they are. And they have to sell their bodies and everything else and give him all the motherfucking glory and all the money while he beats their fucking asses, period. It's a horrible, horrible fucking place. It's prison. It's fucking prison. Armani stays in her room all the fucking time. She don't even come out. Behind the scenes, it's horrible. But this is the thing. Everybody fucking covers Ernie, right? Everybody covers Ernie. You know how many people, how many locals, how many people that I could bring to the table that I haven't because nobody knows about these people, that I'm just going to start doing it. I'm just going to start bringing it and showing that, Ernie, you are not my material. I've got so much material for years and years and years that I research without people even knowing. It's just they don't know about them, and it's hard for me to explain it, each and every time I go live, and then they get uninterested because they don't know. But I'm going to keep putting it out there and putting it out there every day until a lot of you start learning that it's a sex cult, that's what this is. I've got so many other people that I could be covering as well. Ernie is not the most important thing on this app. And everybody, I learned today while I was laying there listening, and every channel was covering Ernie. Do you know that just makes him have a bigger fucking head than what he already has? I would, and this dude too, this dude's going to find me too. But he goes and looks every day to see who has done things on him. I haven't even put out there that I've done anything on him yet. And I've done 2 videos. but I'm sick of fucking Ernie. I'm sick of Ernie. It's been 3 years. He does the same fuck shit. I'm not entertained and I'm sick of it. So at Daze, we're going to have a variety. We are not going over Ernie all the time. This is not going to be a fucking Ernie and Mammoth channel. This is going to be for anyone that is fuck shit on YouTube. That's what this is going to be. And it's going to be entertainment. Watch how I bring all of this, incorporate all of this into all of you. You'll be waiting for the next episode. I promise. That's why I call it You Tube Daze, because I'm so sick of Ernie. To be fair, Ernie got spanked with a dose of reality today. Oh, I've seen it at Ghost. Yeah, I've seen it. But Ernie is boring. I don't know if you guys realize, but he's boring as fuck when you can get somebody like this that actually has other people in the category that's going through fuck shit. You know, it's more entertaining. Now he added a mother, you know, like, come on, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sick of Ernie. Let everybody else cover Ernie, and I'll cover all the other fuck shits around. This dude's headed on his way back to prison. So I'm getting him out there before, you know, he's the next Nature Boy, okay? Nature Boy brought this dude to the app. He's got 82 million subscribers on Bigo. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing this shit out because I'm sick of Ernie. I've been researching these other people for 9-10 months now. And it's time that I bring them to the YouTube Daze. Like, fuck Ernie. Like, all the way. Like, I can't even stand to even hear his voice anymore. It's just yuck. So there will be a variety on my show. There's going to be a variety of fucktards on my show. And they're going to be interesting. Like I said, this is a pimp with his hoes. Okay? Straight up. But they're acting like they're in a polygamy relationship. That's not what it is. And he got all the girls off the app by doing polygamy auditions, except the one that he's been with for 17 years that was with him when he was a pimp, right? And she was with him when he was a pimp, and then she got with him in a relationship. And she was a stripper for, 10 years now? Maybe 13? I don't even know. Ernie might just be finding himself in a cage before too long. Replacements for Ernie do not hurt my feelings. Exactly. Well, this dude's going to end up there too. But until he does, I'm going to be on him like stink on shit. Because I'm sick of Ernie. Fuck Ernie.
Can you set admins on Facebook? I don't know. Timber just not asked me if we can set. 40. I don't know if we can do that. Can we set admins on Facebook? I don't think we can. Yeah, I don't think we can. That made me look Ethiopian on this picture. I ain't gonna lie. I look a little Ethiopian on this motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying? It's going down. So lovely. AKA the bench. You just
he went already once for 2 years.
I try to butter you up.
She
ain't ready for this news.
Let me
she ain't ready for this news. But I think she do. I'm gonna give y'all.
Dude. He went to prison because he drugged a 14-year-old, ass raped her, and she had to have 18 stitches in her ass. He got 2 years in prison. Now he's back on the streets doing the same thing with girls. This one right here, she's 31. This one's 30. Now the mother is so dumb, she's in it. And then Armani's been with him 17 years. Go figure, right?
Baby drip, because me and Armani had a baby. Y'all ready? She's sweet. She right here. She in the cut. This is baby drip.
Had an affair. They have a baby.
You know I'm talking about, dripping up. Yeah, feel me? So baby drip is in the cut. And she what?
2 years is all we got.
She 3 months. She 3 months old today.
Right?
Already. Ain't no admins on Facebook. Go back to Bigo with that. Already. Okay.
Yawning.
Okay, yeah, the baby in the cut. Lotus in the cut right now.
One of the girls that he had that he took $30,000 from when she came into the relationship, she was only 21. She was a stripper. She gave him $30,000 to come into the relationship. He beat her ass. He was beating her ass one night. She jumped in his car. She drove it around the block. He called the police. The police arrested her for taking his car, but then they came back 4 hours later and arrested him for not registering as a sex offender, and they saw the bruising on her, so the state picked it up for him beating her. She would not testify. So then the other girl he was with for 2 years, Korea, he beat the fuck out of her. She finally got away from him and out of his control. She never moved in with him. And then she finally went from New York to Las Vegas and pressed charges on him last month. So that's going through right now. And then he's been hanging out with some big executive that has made a lot of stars. And he's trying to open up a television series called Drip Angels. And I can't believe this mother is now involved. And then he's got all the women on the back end. You have to pay $150 just to talk to the dude on the phone. And then all these gifts that are coming through and shit on this app are all from women. It's all fuck shit.
Are you sharing to all the discourse, Lotus? Yeah. How you feeling right now?
He uses this.
You feel lovely? You want your popcorn? Okay. Let's go. Yeah. You like kernels? You like Pop Secret? Okay, I'm gonna go and get them. How you feeling right now, Lexi, baby? You feel good?
He acts so nice.
I'm motherfucking ready. I'm motherfucking ready. So look, once we get to 500 shares, me and my poly family, these are all my women. These ain't no video vixens. If you're new to me, this ain't no video vixens. These ain't no props. These are women I've been with for a while. This is my family. We live here in Las Vegas. And we're about to give y'all some big news today. You know, once we get to 500, yeah, Mr. K wife had the baby. Yup. Okay, some people know you. Let me find out some people. What's up, Star Life? What's going on? What's going on? We got almost 1,000 people on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? She don't really feel comfortable, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? She understands it, but she don't really feel comfortable. And any woman wouldn't. I mean, I'm giving it. I don't want to give out too much. I don't want to give out too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Once we get to 500 shares, you said she's clearly pregnant. That's what you think the big news is? Nope. We're gonna do our little last walk around.
Right? People already called CPS on him.
Is she right there?
They said it's not a big deal because remember that guy who had that polygamy relationship and they went to Las Vegas and they made it legal? So that's what TKO is going off of now, is it's legal to be in a polygamous relationship in Las Vegas, even though they're his hoes. Now, this one that's been with him 17 years, he pretty much retired her because she had a baby. These are his new 3 workers. This one works at a strip club because when she was on the poly auditions, that's what she said. She worked at a strip club. These 2 came from another country to be with him. I guess this one's a scientist, and I don't know what the fuck the mother is, but now he's fucking the mother and the daughter. 0 class. 0. Both of these are fucking 0 class. That I could never share a man with my mom, even though my mom's deceased. No, fuck no. Hell no.
Ready. So these are my drip angels. Once again, for all the people that's coming in right now. Right now, we're about to release some big news. We got Shells right here. We got Pretty, aka the Benz. We got Pretty Sexy Lexi. You already know Armani, my mommy. Yeah. And this is our drip baby. This is our drip baby. You know what I'm saying? She in the latest gear. Armani, you mind standing up for me real quick?
That's why I call
that's
him
Armani. My little mama right there. You know, this is the drip angel gear right here.
You know, if you feel a little thicker on the thick side, we got that for you.
You look good with thickness. Now my skinny Benny. Show him. Do a little twirl. Get up and show him a little twirl real quick. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So we got the slim girls and we got the thick girls. We don't discriminate over here in this poly family. You know what I'm saying? Tea time. You feel me? You feel me? So look, we at $4.99. We at 500. Oh my God. Oh shit. Shit. All right. So fuck it. All right, here you go. It's okay. You want to sit closer to me, baby?
Now in August,
Want me to hold you?
Michelle and the other girl, Lexi, is supposed to move in. I guess the mother is now moving in.
Let's go. You want to come? You want to come up here? No, thank you. Let's go. Let's go. You said what? Do a countdown? Yeah, we're gonna do a countdown. No, we're gonna do a countdown. Look at the sisterhood. Look at the sisterhood. The sisterhood looking good. They're trying to console. Look at this. We got 1K people up in here. Let me see. Let me see you get back in so I can see if it's enough room. All right, here you go. All right. All right, here. The moment y'all been waiting for. The moment y'all been waiting for, man. Okay, it's all right. Hold on. Not you. You're not making no easy, Shells. Oh, sorry. Shells ain't making no. Shells say I'm shaking for you. Well, but the thing is,
She's nervous, and I'm nervous.
but the thing is, like, we're already living it, but they just don't know. So it's more so about the pressure of people being judgmental. Yeah. It's more about being judgmental.
Tell them what to think.
All right.
How to talk.
All right. So we need silence. We need complete silence. We need complete silence.
What they can drink.
We need complete silence.
He controls everything.
She didn't. Hold on, y'all. She need a little moment. She moving in. She already like everybody live here. Everybody's moving in. Everybody's moving in.
We already know.
This is cool. I mean, this is natural, man. People see in our life. This is natural reactions. This is natural reactions.
This ain't new.
It is natural reactions.
They said they were moving in and August.
This is Dexter. This is my baby.
For sure. All right, here. You see stop for right now.
I know, venomous.
All right.
They can't.
All right.
He has to know their whereabouts. He has a tracker on their phone.
All right, I know they're ready. For this. All right, hold on.
When I get done with this, I'm going to his victims and let you hear.
Let me get a drink. Water.
And I'm going to find the readout of his charges.
They're going to be cussing me out. They're like, just say it. Yeah, I'm going to see why.
Yeah, they can
all right, so
go
look,
to work and
what's going on? First, let me tell you, we do poly. We've been doing polygyny for a long time. My name is TKO Capone. You know, I call myself the Drip Messiah, and these are my Drip Angels, man. So we live a polygamous lifestyle. These are all my wives. My other wife needed a moment. Her name is AKA the Biz. And the news is this, yo. Damn, I gotta be the one.
Used to, they couldn't leave it all. When he lived in a shit.
You can't help who you get along with in life. You know what I'm saying? You can't help who got love for you. You can't help who you got love for, right? So, damn, man. I don't like my baby feeling, you know what I'm saying? You know, and things of that nature. So I'm gonna tell him. So we've been talking behind the scenes and discussing something that's very interesting, that's very different from a lot of people, you know, and I know we're gonna get a lot of judgment with this.
It's gonna come out.
But so my beautiful woman, aka the Benz, her mother could be possibly joining our poly.
Her what?
You know, her mother, she they started out watching me together, you know what I'm saying? And we knew it would be different to have, you know, to have this type of dynamics. A lot of people would be like crazy.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, mother and daughter and things of that nature. But you know, she just respect me and value who I am as a man. You know, she
now the mom wants to come.
She respects. She's been watching what we've been having going on for a long time, and
yeah, I know my stomach just went.
You know, she's interested in joining the poly with us. So,
Jesus.
you know, pretty soon we will be introducing y'all to her and things of that nature. So, you know, she want to be, build with us. So there you go. You know, y'all got the news. And that's it. You know, y'all got the news, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's okay, baby. And that's why she walked away and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I tell people all the time, I respect people who value who I am. And that's what it's about, the vision. Okay. You know, if people are in alignment with me,
right. This is why
equally yoked with me.
And she's crying. So this woman right here, I have to catch up to speed in my own fucking mind here. This woman right here joined the poly relationship, but she's been there 2 months. She's been coming back and forth for 9 months from the Caribbean, and this one's been here 17 years. This one joined the poly relationship, and then he started talking behind the scenes to her mother. She's now crying because now her mother is coming to join the poly relationship, and she has to share her man with her mother. And as you can see, it's not by her choice, and she don't like it, but whatever he says goes. So I would say the mother has more money than she does, because you can't get in without money. You got to have 30 to 50,000 just to get in. Okay? You got to drop them bags on him just to get in the fucking door. So behind the scenes, the mother, I bet, has been throwing money to him. She came here, joined, and then he broke it down and said, hey, you know, I'm bringing your mother in. Now, that's why she walked away crying and came back crying. And Lexi's trying to console her, because this is some fucked up manipulation shit. It's one thing you have to share with other girls, and you have to give him all your money, but it's another fucking thing when you bring your mother in it. Matter of fact, that mother has no fucking respect for her daughter. He will be charged with fraud because they brought up that he lives off a CPN. The landlords were notified about the CPN. They kicked him out. So now the landlords will be testifying about the fraud as well. But you see how he don't give a fuck about nobody? Nobody. And she's got to be okay with it. Right. I think that's what they're working on now. They're working on that right now, because he beat the ever living shit out of Korea, and she has the photos and shit. As you can see, that girl does not want to live like this, but he is a pimp. Right. The mother has zero respect. The mother's got to be as old as me. She's got to be like, I'm going to be 49, so she's got to be my age. And to want to go be with, I can't even fucking talk. To want to go be with a pimp and think that she's going to be top dog or something. No. No. I couldn't even, yeah. Christy, I couldn't even share my man with multiple women, not even one other woman. And thank goodness, rest my mother in peace. But I would draw the fucking line. I'm sorry, but there's no way that my mother and I, or even my sister, not even my best friend, could I share a man with. Do you know how mentally fucked up that is? He mentally abuses these women all the time. But do you know how fucking mental that is for that girl right there. Nice to see you, gossip. I mean, holy fucking hell. I mean, she's sitting there crying because do you think this is what she wants? Do you think that she thought when she got with TKO that her mother would be coming in the door? No. Behind the scenes, he was talking to the mom to make the girl or to make the mom feel comfortable about the daughter coming, I bet you, because this girl is probably younger than normal. These other girls are in their 30s. This one's probably younger. I'll have to go back and look at the poly auditions. And then she fell for him. God bless. Well, I'm glad I brought this up tonight because I didn't know. The mom is not there yet. The mom is not there yet. It's this brown-headed girl over here, sitting by Lexi over here. Lexi's trying to console her. Shells is just looking at her. Armani's staring at the straightforward at the camera because Armani's at the point of 17 years being with him. She don't give a fuck. She's being taken care of. Her baby's being taken care of. She drives a Porsche. She don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, when he goes down, Armani's going down with him. Because Armani is part of the fuck shit. She knows what the girls go through. She knows the beatings. She knows the control. She knows it all. And it is what it is. So they'll be going after her as a Ghislaine Maxwell type of shit. For her not telling and not, letting the girls know, what they were actually fucking getting into before they got into it. So that's the way I feel about it. 17 fucking years she's allowed this to go on. And in a minute, you guys are going to hear one of the victims that has his child that every time a victim comes in, he says he's never heard of her before. He don't know who the fuck she is. Bullshit. But you're going to hear a victim that came to Bigo, seen he was popular, and started telling the truth on him. And then after that, all the victims started, you know how the victims start coming out. But Armani keeps staying with him. Even though Korea got her out and she went to another guy, had sex with him and shit, after he beat her so bad, and then she came back, and then through the pregnancy, she stayed with TKO. Oh, this isn't some type of SDA stuff. This some trifling stuff. Oh yeah. Oh, it's bad. And that's why I said, fuck Ernie. I'm bringing out the fucking big dogs. I'm bringing out the big motherfucking dogs. You talk about some major fucking shit. This is some major fucking shit. This is some major fucking shit right here. So this is almost over. Then we're going to the victims.
And what I got going on, and they respect what I got going on,
Look at her crying.
I'm not going to deny them just because it's somebody's mother. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know that's different.
Look at her.
But
she's crying. She's like, oh my God. Like, she just gets there and now the mother's coming. Nice.
she look good than a motherfucker. Wait till y'all see her. She don't look like somebody.
Oh my God. And to say that in front of the daughter, she looked good than a motherfucker. And did you see that girl shake her head in disgust? Let me tell you something. After this video, he's whipping her ass for doing that, for shaking her head in disgust. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You just mother and stuff. They're like they could be sisters down there. You know what I'm saying? But and y'all be happy because it's a chocolate tone. Yes. She chocolate. Her mother beautiful. She chocolate. They look the same, but she's a chocolate version of AKA the Benz. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna be doing and things of that nature. You said, why the hell she crying? Because that's something big. That's a lot of pressure. I know y'all acting like it's just simple. It's a lot of motherfucking pressure to come with that. Like, you know, a lot of people they scrutinize. There's a lot of people that's gonna be judging what we got going on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
she's crying because you're a fucking master manipulator, and she's thinking, what the fuck am I doing? You're bringing my mother in here. You're going to be fucking my mother.
fuck it, we might as well just be. I mean, shit. I don't like to duck my tail for nobody. I don't duck my taco for nobody. I live my life unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Good.
And
okay.
You know, some people won't.
I am glad you just said that, TKO, because that will be clipped and sent to the judge. You live your life unapologetically. Okay. Glad you feel that way, because with the pictures and everything else, let's see what the judge thinks, so that you live your life unapologetically. Okay.
I'll say it's weird or whatever, but you can't help who you fuck with and who fuck with you.
You ain't in love with nobody. The only motherfucker you could ever have love for at all would be this woman right here who stood by you for 17 years, and you don't even love her. You can't be in love with somebody you talk to on a fucking phone. You're in love with the motherfucking money. I bet that bitch is selling her house, selling her car, everything to be with you. Probably got credit out the wazoo. You know it.
It comes down to building. This is a poly relationship. So, you know, we all building just like that. You know, at the end of the day.
Look at her roll her eyes. She's like, yeah, I thought I was coming in with some women, not my mother. Look at Armani just smiling like, you wanted it, bitch. Shells is too. See? You wanted it. You got it. Because, see, she's the brand new one. So she don't know what the fuck's going on yet. But notice their smiles. Even Lindsay. Look at this. Or Lexi. Even Lexi. All of them fucking just smiling their ass off like, ha ha ha. Just wait.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we wanted to talk about. And we will be doing a questionnaire, but not on Facebook. We're going to do it on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do the questionnaire on TikTok. So my TikTok is called TKO Capone TikTok. But we just want to release the news to Facebook. So, yeah. So there y'all have it. You know what I'm saying? I have 5. I might be potentially having 5 women. You know what I'm saying? I got Shells, aka the Benz, Lexi, Armani, and potentially, if we can work through this, it'll be aka the Benz mother. And it's gonna, we're gonna continue to build. Man.
Oh,
we just living a life that we feel like is necessary. And so just continue to show support.
But something tells me, you know how I got gut instincts and stuff. This girl right here, Shells, ever since I saw her, I don't know, something tells me she's really going to be his downfall. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know if he's going to whip her ass and she's going to really go buck wild and tell it all. I don't fucking know. But something tells me this girl right here is going to be his motherfucking downfall. When it all comes down, it's this one right here. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just feel it.
And things of that nature, because this was a big decision. We've been knowing about it, but we didn't want to bring it to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, come fuck with us. We're about to do a questionnaire. I know y'all don't have a lot of questions, so we're gonna let y'all up to ask us any questions y'all want to ask us on TikTok. All right. So come over to TikTok. My name is TKO Capone TikTok. TKO Capone TikTok. That's how you find me. And if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, it's called Poly Drip Angels. If you can't find it by just typing in Poly Drip Angels, go to my Instagram, which is TKO Capone. It's my name. Go to my Instagram and you will be able to hit that link that's in the.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna go find all of his victims here. fucking crazy shit, man. All right. So these two ladies, one of them, he threw a milkshake at. She got into the poly relationship. He threw a milkshake, and I can show you what the car looks like after he threw the milkshake on live. She got the fuck out. He got her for 30 grand. The other one that's going to be on the right side, if you're looking at the screen, is she got with him like 17 years ago or so, and listen to her story. Then we'll just keep going from there. So one's called Yetta. This is Yetta. He got like 30 grand from her. This one, she was a stripper. She's going to tell you her story from like 17 years ago, I believe it is. She came to Bigo, met Yetta, heard Yetta talking about TKO. So she came on to tell her story.
This location for long enough, but I went over there. They talk to you. It's like an audition. Everything is audition when it comes to these places. So that's how it works. You audition. If anybody's ever danced here, they know. Okay, chicas bonitas. Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, so
yeah.
If anybody knows about strip clubs, you audition. That's what you do. Okay, so
she's talking about becoming a stripper. Hang on, she's got a really low voice, so I gotta magnify her voice. Okay, so I'm gonna come back because I didn't see any of your comments when I was on the other screen because I knew it was about to stop. Okay, so I meant what the fudge himself. Yeah, he don't respect or love him exactly. He loves himself and his wallet, right? Yes, she's got an aura about her. Yep, no thanks. Yeah, really, no thank you. Sounds like some cult like BS Ernie Shell would try. Yes, except he don't have the balls because he really likes men. Now, the other guy likes men too from prison, but he's really into women more because he can beat the shit out of them. Ernie's just not on his game like TKO is, okay? Ernie is not as smooth as TKO to get all of it together. He could do it. He's just not able to do it. He just never has gotten to that point. He thinks he's a predator hunter and all that shit, right? But yeah, he could do it if he wanted. But at this point, no, now he couldn't.
Other place, right. For an audition. I spoke to the manager, whatever. And I started.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear clear and good.
Started working. Now, when I originally went over there, with the agreement with my husband, it was only to make money as the working at the door, doing the waitress thing. It wasn't never to dance, even though he knows what I've done in the past, but it wasn't never to dance. When he found out that I was dancing, he wanted me to come back because we have a son, our first son. So I'm young, you know. First thing is first. I'm not saying I didn't mess up. I'm not saying I'm not putting all the blame in other people. Like, I'm responsible for my actions. You know, I was young. So I told my husband, I don't want to go back. I want to work. I want to make money. And, you know, I want to stay here. And I wanted to know what it was to feel. And, you know, I wanted good to be free. I felt good, you know. So I made the decision to stay there. So we separated. Okay, so he had my son. We separated. I'm there. When I'm at the other club, I met this beautiful young lady. I don't know her by her legal name, and I'm not going to mention names just out of respect for people. and we became really close. That's the person that I used to go to every day, like, because when you work in these places, it's a lot of animosity, like people get mad and they just want to, not get along with one another. So I became really close with this girl, and she kept talking to me about the person that took care of her. And here in Vegas, she was explaining to me that over there in Vegas, you need to like have somebody to essentially take care of you so you won't get hurt. I've never known anything about back then. Obviously, I'm not that oblivious now. But back then, I never knew anything about, having pimps or people that take care of you. I just thought, you make your money, you make your money, you know? So she kept talking to me about a person that took care of her. He takes care of us. He provides, everything that we need. And I didn't ask for a full explanation. I was just, I'm here by myself, and she's explaining to me how it works. And essentially, every girl in the club was saying the same thing. Yes, girl, that's how it works. This is Vegas. This is not like, this is big. You need somebody to take care of you. You need somebody to help you out. Da 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 da. So I agreed to go meet up with the person that she was talking about. And there was so many like
Ooh, I finally made it back. So sorry about that. I guess there was just a problem or something, just a glitch. I don't know, but it sounds much better than it did earlier. So let's get back to business here. Thank you so much for waiting.
On a like an apartment. It wasn't even a big beautiful place like for me to say, wow, this person is, you know, taking care of people. So I didn't understand the concept. So anyways, she sits down, she's explaining to me, she's telling me, you know, how everything works, and then he's explaining to me how everything works. So when he's talking to me, he says, you know, like, I take care of you, like, you know, you get protection. He kept talking about protection and being feeling protected, nothing happening. You know, we take you there, we pick you up, whatever. And then he was explaining to me about like having to hand the money, but on the way that was explained to me is you're just handing us the money, so you're not having to carry this around with you everywhere, so you won't be in danger. I wasn't aware that it was you're essentially giving him all your money because you're paying that person, I guess, everything. And if you need something, you ask or whatever. Okay, so then here comes the me not knowing also that you have to, you know, essentially he has to know what it is that you're gonna do, what it is that you're there to accomplish. It's another interview with this person, you know. We all know who we're talking about, so I'm not gonna be sitting here saying TKO all night long. Okay, so then he's explaining, you know, what it is that you want to do, what is it here that what is it that you're here to do? I said, all that I've ever done is dance. All that I've ever done is, you know, I've never been walking the streets or nothing, no websites, no nothing. He said, okay, so, you know, if that's what you feel comfortable doing and that's where you make the most money and you get along doing that well, then okay, you know, I have plenty of girls doing that. So let me just say, when you first meet him, and I think Yera would agree with me, he's a very charming person. He's not the person that will come up to you and you will automatically feel threatened or scared. He's not like that. When you meet him, he's very charming. He will make you feel very welcome and comfortable. And yes, I'm this wonderful guy that I'm gonna take care of you, and you're gonna feel like you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. So, you know, I felt comfortable. I felt, yeah, like I'm okay. Cause, you know, my friend kept telling me the same thing. You know, she's fine, everybody's fine. You know, you're just gonna be taken care of. Okay. So I started working, everything was fine, just so long, because I never saw nobody not hand money to him. Okay. So everybody would, you know, hand him their money. He will be fine. If anybody needed anything, he will provide it, just like it was said. Okay. All right. So I used to sleep in my area. Everybody used to sleep in their areas, but somebody used to always sleep with me in where I used to sleep. Somebody was always there with me. That night that I went to, you know, we were supposed to go to work. We went to work. We come back home. When I come back home, I noticed that the person which was my friend, was no longer next to me. So he comes in, we're talking, whatever, and he's explaining to me, oh, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that. Thank you, thank you. We're not gonna sit here and say he's an ugly guy. He's not, you know. He's a very handsome guy. So, you know, at least to me back then he was. you know, and he was still being very nice and very, you know, welcoming or whatever. So we get to talking and we had sex. Mind you, he's very much into anal. Like he always wants to, oh, I want anal, I want anal, I want anal. I have never, ever in my life been into that, ever. You know, I don't shame anybody that's into that, but it's just not my thing. So I didn't feel comfortable with it at all. So I said, no, absolutely not. Like, that's not what I'm into. I don't, that's like, I don't like it. I don't, you know, I don't feel comfortable with it. Whatever. We end up having intercourse. There was no protection. Bad on my part. I take responsibility for my actions, and I know, yes, two consenting adults. I was never obligated, nor raped, no none of that. You know, I don't want nobody to sit here and twist my words. It was just no protection. Okay? This was like, I would say, a week and a half into me being there, a week and a half into me being there, because I was only there for a full 2 months. Okay? Like physically living, like staying there a full 2 months. Okay? So I kept working, I kept doing my thing. The first incident happened when we came home, and that it was a slow night. And if it was a slow night somewhere, because over there you could like, there's places that you could go and you don't even have to audition, you could just go work. But if it was a slow night somewhere, he expected us to look somewhere else to go work, go make money, or other means to make money. But I have made it clear to him that I wasn't comfortable with, you know, going and doing other things. Now, other girls, because they knew his attitude and they knew his temper, they were willing to do whatever, you know, but I had never seen this temper. So I thought, you know, he'll be cool. Okay, so, you know, my friend said we have to look for other means to make money. I said, girl, but, you know, like, it's slow. Like, you know, it's just a slow night. It happens to anybody. She said, no, I have to. She was getting very, very agitated and nervous, and I didn't understand where it was coming from. I'm like, okay, but wait, hold on. Like, I don't understand why. Anybody knows. Like, everybody knows if it's slow, it's slow. I guess he will understand that as a person. I don't know. So she's very nervous. No. You know, we need to look for another way to make money. We have to make this money. Let's go talk to people. Let's go. So I'm over here. We're talking to people. We're doing what we have to do, but it's slow. Okay? So then, her not to leave me alone, she didn't go do whatever she would have done, I guess, before. I don't know what she was, you know. I don't know what she would have done, because I had never seen her in a slow night, you know. So then, her not to leave me alone, she stayed there, because I kept telling her, you know, if it's slow, you know, I guess he'll understand, you know. So then she was nervous, but she was, you know, just not to leave me alone. She's like, okay, let's just, you know, we'll explain. So when we get to the house, he's like, you know, where's the money, whatever. We hand him what we have, and he automatically looks at her, and I look at both of them, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? So she says, you know, she automatically goes to apologizing. I'm sorry, you know, it was a slow night. And she doesn't understand. And I said, well, what don't I understand? Like, what don't I understand? Like, I'm thinking in my head, what don't I understand? But, you know, I stayed quiet, and he's like, but you know, this is not acceptable. The way that he talks, because he's very, you know, very proper, very, you know, this is not acceptable, whatever. She says, okay, but I didn't want to leave her alone, and she's not fully there. She doesn't fully understand. And I'm like, okay, what don't I fully understand? Like, I understand it's a fucking slow night. We didn't make no money, you know? So then he takes her off to the side. They start arguing or whatever, or talking, but I could hear everything. And she kept saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. Oh, I'm sorry, it won't happen again." And I was like, okay, something's going on. Like, something's going on, but I don't, like, I'm not going to say anything because I didn't hear nobody getting hit, nobody, nothing. Okay, so the next day, we go to work and I'm like, what happened? What happened yesterday? And she says, no, it's that he doesn't like slow nights. He wants us to look for other means to, make the most, because remember, he is providing for us. And in my head, I'm thinking, he's not providing for us, sweetie. We are giving him our money, So I go and I tell her, I'm sorry, honey, but he's not. I understand that what everybody's saying here, that we have protection, but he's not providing for you. You're giving him your money. So essentially, he's giving you whatever you need for you to get whatever it is that you need. So she looks at me like I'm stupid. Let me just be real, because she did look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. And I was like, okay, and she just, oh, just things don't work like that. And she's just so sweet, and she's telling me things don't work like that. That's not how it works. He is the one that he is providing for us. He is giving us everything. He's giving us protection. He's giving us this. He's giving us that. And she's explaining to me everything that supposedly he's giving us. And, thinking to myself, no, he's giving it to you with your money, But, there was no arguing with her, because she was just adamant that this is what he's doing for us. Okay. So then everything was good for like 2 more weeks. Everything was fine. Everybody was giving their money. But, I didn't have relationships with everybody in the house. I just knew her, and, everybody would talk amongst each other, but nobody had like a close relationship like that. So everybody will hand their money. Everybody was fine. Nobody will give attitudes. Everybody was good. As long as he had his money, he was happy. And that was that. Okay. So then the next incident was, we all got to the house, and everybody's giving the money. Everybody's doing what they have to do, because there were working girls, the ones that worked in sleeping with people and the ones that worked in dancing. So a girl is taking the money out of her wallet, giving it to him, and she put her purse on the floor. Everything was put on the floor. And then I see another girl that went to talk to him. I don't know if them two girls had an argument with each other. I don't know what happened, that they weren't like talking as they would usually talk. So I'm just sitting there. My friend is sitting there. Everybody's, in the beginning, everybody's calm and everything. And then he starts talking with his little, guidance, because he's always having these stupid ass fucking meetings of guidance and how we're supposed to work as a team. And remember, we're doing this as a team and blah, 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 as a team. And bitch, we ain't doing nothing as a team. We're over here breaking our backs and you're sitting home airing your balls. We're not doing nothing as a team. Like, I don't understand, but whatever. The other girl says, well, tell him what happened to the other girl. And the other guy's like, girl, what are you talking about? She's like, tell him what happened. She said, please let it go. Tell him what happened. I was lost. I said, okay, so what happened and why, like, what's going on? So the girl says, let it go. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you later, TK. I'll talk to you later, TK. Okay, so he's like, okay, don't worry, because he doesn't like to get loud. Like, he always stays like really soft spoken. And he says, I don't want to get mad. Just everybody be, let's be honest with each other. Let's work with each other. Remember, we're supposed to be working as a team. If anybody has anything to tell me, just please tell me. Okay, so everybody goes, rest. And when they wake up, the girl says, I need to talk to you. And he says, what happened? She says, I forgot that I had money in my wallet. And not that she forgot, she placed it in another pocket of the wallet. And she had to like hand it to him. And this man didn't even speak. Like, as she was handing him the money, he took his hand and he slapped the dog shit out of that woman. I immediately got up, and my friend put her hand in front of my chest and she said, please don't move, please don't move. I said really loud, like, what the fuck are you doing? And he looked at me and he starts walking towards me, and I said, yo, what the fuck are you doing? She's telling you she forgot that she had the money in her fucking purse. She's giving it to you. He said, who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to like that? I said, I'm talking to you. What the fuck are you doing? You just put your hands on this woman because she forgot to hand you money? She came up and told you she forgot. What the fuck are you doing? So he grabbed me by the front of my shirt and he pins me against the wall. And I said, let me go. Just please let me go. Like, I want to understand what the fuck is going on. Like, why is people getting hit over forgetting about giving money? And he has this part of his arm on my chest, and I'm against the wall. My friend is telling him, please, TK, just, she doesn't know, she doesn't understand. And I, like, finally I got tired and I said, I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. People are getting their hands put on them over fucking forgetting to give him money. I want to know what the fuck I don't understand. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Everybody here is so secretive. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, why are people getting hit? This is stupid. So she's looking at me and she's like, with her eyes, and just please telling me, please lower your voice. Please lower your voice. Please lower your voice. And I said, I calmed down. I said, somebody's going to have to fucking tell me something because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Y'all kept saying, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, this is fucking stupid. What the fuck is going on? All of you are acting like this is a big ass fucking secret. We all know what the fuck we're here doing. He's getting more and more mad because I guess I wouldn't, like, be quiet. And the girl's telling me, please be quiet. Please just let it go. Don't get involved. They know what they're doing. They understand each other. I said, they understand each other. He just hit the fuck out of that girl. That's not an understanding. That's hitting somebody. Talking is understanding. Communicating is understanding. But you hitting somebody over them forgetting to give you money is not an understanding, honey. Like, I don't understand. You're right. I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And somebody has to tell me something. So she's like, grab your stuff. Let's just go. Grab your stuff. Let's just go. Okay, so I grab my stuff. We go. We're heading to the club. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I want to understand what's going on. She said, girl, you're not supposed to talk to him like that. You're not supposed to talk to him like that. He's the person that is taking care of us. He's the person that is protecting us. You're not supposed to, mouth up, like, be loud at him like that. I said, so you mean to tell me you've seen this before and you've just stood there and said nothing? It's happened to all of us. I said, huh? I said, wait, what? It's happened to whom? She said, it happens. This happens. It's happened to all of us. I said, what happened to all of us? Because now I want to know what's going on. What's happened to all of us? Because it hasn't happened to me. What happened to all of us? She said, when he gets upset and it's every guy, it's not just TK, it's every guy. When they get upset, they're just a little, they get mad, they just get aggressive. I said, oh, okay, now I get it. So you guys are supposed to get hit and slapped and pushed around, and everybody has to stay quiet. Everybody has to be respectful. Now I understand what you're trying to tell me. Because you kept saying, she doesn't understand, she doesn't understand. No, tell me so that I understand. So I started saying in my head, okay, I need to find a way to get the fuck out, because that's not going to be me. That will never be me. I'm not going to be getting hit by this man. I'm not going to be, trying to convince this man not to put his hands on me. Like, I was already feeling bad that he hit me with that. Okay, so then we get home that night. The argument about this girl forgetting the money is still happening. He's still trying to educate people and bring us together and remind us that we are doing this as a team, we are doing this as a family, and blah, 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 blah. And at this point, I'm looking at this motherfucker like, no. But somehow, then he comes to me and he says, we need to talk. I want to speak to you. I want to explain to you what happened. Okay, so then he comes to me and we're talking, and he explains to me that the other girl the one that was mad at her from the night before that kept telling her, tell him what's going on. Tell him what's going on. And she kept saying, no, just leave it alone. No, just leave it alone. He said to me, oh, you don't understand. It was that other girl came to me and told me that she did something she wasn't supposed to do, that she disrespected me with another guy. So you're not supposed to talk to other people, other pimps, or you're not supposed to have conversations with other people. You're only supposed to, and that I understand, because that was explained to me from the very beginning. If you're with me, you're with me. You're not supposed to have a conversation with nobody else about nothing else. If this person comes to you, you say, nope, I'm already with this person and I don't want to hear it. So I guess that other girl had told him that she had a conversation with this guy, and this guy had gave her money to go with him. And that's why she kept telling him, tell him what's going on, explain to him what's going on. And she kept saying, leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone. Okay, so then I calm down and I'm like, not excusing his actions, but I'm like, okay, so she didn't get hit. Well, I guess I did excuse his fucking actions because I calmed down and I was like, okay, then, it's more to it than her forgetting to give you the money. So in my head, I calmed down. I was like, okay, I understand, you guys have your, the way you do things. I just didn't understand why was she getting hit for forgetting to hand you money. I didn't understand. He's like, no, that's not how it works. It's not. There he goes with his soft voice. No, that's not how it works. I'm a very understanding individual, but if I'm asking you something and you're not being real with me, Jesus, I could almost imitate him. If I'm asking you something and you're not being real or sincere with me, then I'm gonna feel like you're trying to do something behind my back, like you're trying to wrong me. Like, we most definitely have to come together as a family and always be together and build together and whatever. I calmed down, but I told him I'm still very shaken up and I'm still very upset, TK, because it was wrong. It was wrong. Like, I just felt it wrong because she was trying to explain to you. And then he kept trying to explain to me, you're not supposed to talk to these guys. Everybody here is on competition. These people know they're supposed to respect me. These guys know they're supposed to have respect for one another. This is how the business works. This is how business works. Blah, 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 blah. So then he tells my friend to sleep again outside of where I sleep. And he came and he's, kept talking to me, kept trying to have a conversation with me. And that's one thing I want to, tell people. That's how they keep you in. That's how they keep you in. They will come and they will talk to you and they will talk your ear off until you are completely convinced that somehow what happened is okay. Okay? So that's one thing I want to make clear to people. These people know the game. They know the game and they will convince you somehow that what happened was okay and it was the person's fault and it wasn't their fault. And he spoke to me so much that I ended up looking at him as, you are absolutely right. She was wrong. She did wrong you. We ended up being together again for the second time because he's, I didn't mean to scare you like that. And, I don't ever like to get out of my character like that because that's another one of his big words. I don't ever like to come out of my character like that. That's not usually how I am. That's not me. I don't like people to take me out of my character like that. Blah, 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 blah. So then, I was completely convinced that this is not TK. This is not how he acts. This is, this was just a big mistake that happened and whatever, right? And it got so bad to the point where I was even looking at the girl like she was wrong for what she did. Well, you were wrong. Like, that's it. You're wrong. You're wrong. So then I'm completely convinced like this is just, something that happened. It's not going to happen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless somebody disrespects him like that, it's not going to happen again. So then we went to work, whatever. I'm working. Everything is fine. We're giving me my money. Everything is fine. So then we were supposed to go out to eat. And he's very much so what he says. It's what TKO says at all times and don't argue. You cannot argue. You cannot. And an opinion to him is an argument. If you give an opinion to him, you are going against what he is trying to say. I'm right at all times. You're wrong. That's it. This is where I want to go. Everybody, you know, women will be women. So bored and I'm so tired, and you know, because when you get to be locked up in the same place at all times, you want to do something other than work. Every woman is like that, you know. So everybody agreed on going to eat, but they wanted to do something after. He didn't want to do something after. He wanted to come back and, you know, get us prepared for the night and give us the same old fucking speech of we're working as a fucking team. Okay. So then one of the girls said, you know, I really need to go to the store. I need to go to the store. I need my things. I just can't keep going with the same all the time. And he says, we could talk about it when we get to the house. We'll talk about it when we get home. And, you know, I'll make those accommodations for you. I can't repeat all his big words, but he always talks with big words, you know. And I'll make arrangements for you. And, you know, we'll talk about it when we get to the house. Don't worry. You know, when you're with me, you're taken care of. You're good. Da, da, da. So then we all go to eat. When we get to the house, the girl is like, okay, so are we going to talk about it? Because I really need I really need to get what I need. So then he says, I told you we're going to talk about it. Like, just give me a second. I told you we're going to talk about it. When TK is preoccupied doing something else, do not try to have a conversation with him. Do not try to have a conversation with him, because he will get more and more upset when time goes on. He will, you know, the more you egg him on, the more he will be more upset, because he always has 20,000 things in his mind of how the next move. You know, that's just how he is. Okay. So the girl gave him a little break. Then she comes back, and it wasn't even a little break. It was break enough. Like he said, you know, just give me a second and I'll be back. We'll talk about it. So she gave him the break, and, you know, I felt like it was a long enough break, like for her to come and ask him, hey, I need to go get my stuff. Like, when are we going to go get my stuff? So when she goes and tries to talk to him and says, you know, hey, you know, you told me to come because it's already almost to get night, so we were going to have to go to, you know, work again. So she's like, hey, you know, before, you know, it's so, look at the time. So let's, like, I just have to go do what I got to do. So he turns around and he says, yo, what the fuck did I tell you? I told you, leave me alone right now. I'm doing something. I'm going to talk to you about it. I'm going to make arrangements. Just leave me the fuck alone right now. So she turns around and I said to her, but you did give him a break. You know, you did wait. These girls, you like, they're so loyal and I don't know how to word it, but they're very, very loyal. If you say any little thing, they will run, because, you know, it's a fighting, it's a fighting thing. I want to be the best. I want TKO to love me more. I want him to like me more. Okay, so if you say one thing and they know they could use it against you, they will run with that and go to him and tell him anything. So when I told the girl, you know, I agreed with her and I said, you know, I feel like you gave him a break, you know, and it's almost time for us to go to work. Like, I feel like you gave him a break. I don't understand what's going on. That another girl, very slick, never in my mind did I ever think that this girl was going to go to him and tell him anything, went to him and told him what I said and more. So he comes barging in the room and he's like, do we have to talk? Do we have to have a fucking conversation? Because when I say something, that's what fucking goes. That's what fucking goes. When I say something, that's what goes. I told you, I don't like to get out of character. But if you get me out of my character, you're going to get this person and that. And I get up and I say, wait a fucking minute. What happened? What's going on? I don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And he's like, why you got to be in here telling my girls this, that, and the third? I said, wait a minute. Wait. The only thing I said was that I felt like, you know, she gave you the break that you said that you needed. So I was just agreeing with her in the fact that she gave you the break that you said that you needed. This man said, went off on me. Literally went off on me. And I'm not submissive. I'm not okay. I'm not the okay type of person. I'm not like that. I said, listen, at the end of the day, and I said this with a big, like, an attitude. I said, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. I said what I said, and, you know, what the fuck? I don't understand why everybody here is talking. I said what the fuck I said. I agreed with her. He turned around, and he punched me dead in my face, and I started fighting this man back. You don't fight these people back, because they will beat you like a fucking piece of crap. Okay, I don't know if I'm allowed to show the picture.
Yeah, just be careful of the boobs.
Yeah, it's not, no, it doesn't show none of that.
No cleavage.
I bring it through the screenshot so that I didn't have to go like all the way down to the year.
It's all around her neck. Y'all see that? And her face.
I will explain all of this right here. I just want people to see first. This is at the days went on. This is like days after getting treatment, like ointment and all of it on there. Okay. I lost consciousness. While he was hitting me, I lost consciousness. And they put me in a car. And I'm guessing this is what happened because I was in a totally different place. Okay, so I lost consciousness, and I guess I was put in a car, and when they took me out of the car, from what the doctor is explaining, they must have dragged me through the concrete, and that's how I got like everything here because I had things stuck in my body. Okay, and somebody found me where they laid me, and they called, for me to get help. I was taken to the doctor and everything, and it took like a full 3 days for me to know everything that was going on. And by the 4th day, I was calling my the father, my husband, because we're still married, just separated, and explaining to him what happened. And I had to tell him everything. You know what I'm saying? He knows everything. My husband knows everything, every single thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't leave my husband for TKO. I didn't, leave him because I wanted to be with him. I left and I made a stupid decision. And yes, I completely blame myself, and I am responsible for being stupid. It happens. But I called my husband and
Take your time. You're good. And everybody, like, we all make stupid decisions in our life. That does not excuse wrong from right. Like, you guys can clearly see what's wrong and what's right. I don't care if I was dumb as fuck and went to live with him and spent all that money. He lied to me. He told me it was going to be for a house. It doesn't matter that I was dumb. It doesn't matter. He thinks that all of us will be so embarrassed that we won't come out and tell the story. He thought that I would never admit to anybody that I was dumb enough to give all of that money in that short amount of time to somebody I'd never really known before. But I'm not scared to talk about it, and neither is Island Girl. So whenever you're ready to continue, girl, take as long as you need. Everybody share this live. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. Like, we're trying to help people from falling into the same trap that we both fell into. And we know that it will help some people, and maybe even people who aren't thinking about going to TKO but are in a similar situation or dealing with a narcissistic, manipulative kind of man like this, and giving them that strength and courage to get the fuck out of there. Okay.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You don't have to apologize for anything.
My husband information. They called my husband, and they told my husband, what happened, what they knew, because at that moment all they knew was that they have found me. They didn't know any information of what had happened before or anything. But if you're from Vegas, like, it's like a lot of these working girls, it's automatically assumed, like, yeah, she's a working girl, shit happens, because it does happen a lot over there. So they explained to my husband the situation, and he, like, immediately went, because he is my husband, and he immediately went over there to try to find out what was going on. When he gets to mind you, like, I'm trying to shorten this because I don't want to be
And there they cut it off, and I'm not really sure why.
Now, I wasn't in this.
So next, we're going to go to the other victim. So he beat the living dog shit out of her, punching her in the face with all his rings, as you've seen what she looked like, and left her for dead. She knocked out cold. And then he threw her on, they must have drug her on gravel. He drug her on gravel because she had gravel and shit inside her skin. And so she didn't wake up for like 3 or 4 days. That was after 4 or 5 days after he had beat her as to what she looked like. And she was pregnant with her son. So she came on the app, found out TKO was on here. She started then talking to people, telling her story, found out Yetta used to be with him, went to Yetta because he threw a shake at Yetta, which I'm going to show you. The aftermath. He did it in the car, and Yetta left him. Yetta left him. But before she left, she also peed on his porch because she was, you know, I guess, I don't know. He wouldn't let her in. All right, hang on just a second. So this is what he did to Yetta. This is the aftermath of what he did to Yetta. Oh, here it is.
So this right here, all this money I gotta spend to get this shit detailed, this should let y'all know this was never a storyline. I don't know why people think it was a storyline. I even got on the back seat. I don't know how. I told you it was a good ass protein shake. I told y'all it was a good ass protein shake.
He's bragging about it.
Yeah, I got to spend a lot of money to get this shit detailed, y'all.
And he's pissed because he has to spend money, but all of his people did it for him.
That's what I get. Not cool. Nah, that's from the other day.
So that was, I think 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. And yeah, she's blessed to be alive. And then he wouldn't let her back in the house, so she pissed on his front porch. Hang on. Right here is this part where he wouldn't let her back in the house. So she pissed on his porch because she needed to go to the bathroom.
So this isn't my home because you're not on the lease.
It's not your home because you're not my woman.
Okay, because all my stuff is up in there.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So we can, however you want to handle it, you can handle it. If you feel like you want to get whatever involved, you can get it involved. But it's not let you know what you're not going to do in my home. So you and your viewers, you can do all that. But this ain't no show. This ain't about clout. So if you do want to do something respectful,
I'm allowed to protect myself.
Okay, well, if that's the case, you can have other people involved if you want to protect yourself, if you feel like you're in harm. All right.
I am in harm because you're not letting me up to my stuff, and my room is upstairs.
Okay. Well, you can continue to be in harm if that's what you feel like you're in harm because you haven't got your stuff, huh? All right. Because I already let you know what it is. All right.
You let me know what it is?
I should not let you know what it is. So
you're gonna make some arrangements to do what?
Yeah, I'm about to make the arrangements so we can get your movers.
And what are we gonna do? Where are we going?
Whenever you get done talking, I'll go ahead and talk. Right.
What are you gonna make arrangements for, TKO?
Okay. I'm about to make arrangements to get some movers.
To go where?
To get some storage. Okay. So we can put your stuff in the storage, and then I will pay for you to go sit in a hotel, but you will not be in my household going live and act like that's cool.
So if I don't get off live and the movers get here, what?
I will have them grab everything that's need to be done.
I'm not letting the movers pack my stuff without me.
Okay, well, however you want to handle it.
You're not gonna let me in the house?
I just told you. So
I'm not getting in the house.
So
that's what you're trying to say? I'm not getting in the house.
Yep, that's what I said.
So movers are gonna come handle my stuff and get my animal
out my house
without me.
Well, that's what you're here. No, you're here. You're here. But it's not gonna happen that way. So if you really want your stuff, you know how to get your stuff. But if you want the clout more, you can do the clout more.
I'm gonna take a piss right here on your fucking front porch.
Okay. Go ahead. Do what you do.
I'm taking a piss, y'all. Right here, because I can't go inside and use the bathroom. I'm gonna take a piss right now. Taking a piss. I'm pissing on their fucking front porch right now.
I'm taking a piss.
I'm taking a piss. Yeah, you wanna go? You wanna put that shit on the line? Show my ass.
What type of female she is?
I can't go in the house. I can't use the bathroom. I live here.
Please send me a flight out there so I can come whoop her ass.
I'm taking a piss.
Please send me a flight so I can come kick her dead in my
So
ass.
record that.
Kick that bitch in her head, because I'm screen recording. Kick that bitch in her head, you nasty dog.
But the thing is that people don't know is he likes girls to shit and piss on him. He likes to roll in shit. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, that's his major fetish, is to be pissed on and just get all up in the shit. And he doesn't want his woman to take a bath for 7 to 10 days because he loves the stink. He wants you to stink out your everything. He wants it stinky, nasty. So she pissed on his fucking porch. He likes it like that in the bedroom. Yeah, Ernie's type of man. Yeah, 100%. All right, so on to the next. We got more. You know, I'm the queen of receipts over here. All right, so I'm just making sure I have to open up each tab because I got to keep all this so that I can put it in my thing below and give people the props that they need for all the stuff that happened. All right, so we got more victims. Oh, there's a lot of victims. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of victims. There's a lot of victims. Okay, so we'll start with this one. This used to be his bottom bitch. She calls herself the bottom bitch or something like that. And Yetta is on this one as well, but there's another one they just did. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go to the interview that Charlie did. TC guy who friend was allegedly raped by TKO Capone gives details, part 5. So we need to go to. This was 3 years ago. Well, okay, so that's the girl he went to prison over, but we're trying to find the other one. There's so many. Gosh, dang it. There's so many. Let's see. Let me take Charlie out. Hang on. Okay, here's one. And she calls herself the bottom bitch. Okay, so you have Yetta, you have the other girl, you have the one that island girl that you just heard her story, and another one, I believe. Okay. So that's the one we're going to right now. I mean, there are so many victims. Like I can't even. Hello, Rachel. How are you? There's so many victims. It's just I'm trying to get to as many as I can. Because there's so many. There's so many. Just within the last 2 years, there's tons of them. If they all got together, they could all take his ass down.
You leave, I'm gonna leave. Ain't no way in hell I can put up with this type of shit. Hell no. So she left. He came back home. Our money had.
I don't know what this one is. I don't know why it's spinning either. Da, 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 da. Let's see. I don't know why. All right. This is the story you haven't heard. This was one of the first girls that he like trained before he got with Armani.
Beauty, lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you let us know a little bit about yourself?
I'm beautiful, lovely. I used to be TKO's bottom bitch. I met him in 2012, so we've been on and off since 2012. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Yes, I want to welcome you to the panel. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm gonna start it with you since you're in the box, lovely. So I do want to ask, like, how did you first come into contact with TKO Capone? If you can kind of give us a little bit of a background, and I'm gonna just let you go with it. I'm not gonna interrupt you. I'm gonna mute myself. Okay.
Okay. When I first met TKO, I had just got fired from my job. I was working at Sonic for like 3 years. And I got fired and I went to another job, Hideaway Pizza. I didn't like it at all. I hated my job. I seen TKO on Facebook. Every day I would get on Facebook and he would just keep popping up on my timeline. And I was like, damn, he fine. He used to have photo shoots and he used to have the greatest pictures. And I was like, all right, this is the third time he pops up. Let me just hit you up. So I hit him up and he said, give me your number. Let's meet up. And we met up. He took me out to eat. He took me to the studio. And he started talking to me about how much money we could make. I told him I always wanted to be a rapper. I always wanted to be an actress. And he said, we can go to LA and we can get this money. He told me about prostitution. And he said, they really don't want sex. They just want to spend time with you. So we can do this. We can make a lot of money. We can become rich and famous. And so he was like, we just need some money. And I was like, I just got 200. That's all I got. So I gave that to him. Yeah, I'm nervous, you guys.
Baby. And let me say this real quick, not to cut you off. Y'all admins, kick out anybody. And Lovely, I don't want you to be intimidated by the comments or anything. You can swipe the comments. I'm here with you.
I should stop interacting with the comments.
Yeah, because I don't want them. Thank you, Karma. I just don't. Because
so if you swipe from left to right and then press the little T in the bottom left, the whole comments will go away. Okay. Swipe from left to right and then the little T in the bottom left disappear. Boom.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, and you can go ahead and finish. I'm sorry, love. Go ahead.
Okay, so we got our money and we went to Vegas. And I started posting online. I started posting ads on Backpage, and I started going on dates. I remember my first date I ever had. I didn't have to have sex. They just wanted to like sniff cocaine off of me. It was crazy. And then I came down from the hotel and I gave him the money. He was like, great job. That was your first time. And so then we traveled to LA where we stayed with this music producer. And that's when TKO started showing me his true colors. When he, I did something stupid. I was doing my hair and I was like, I started flushing stuff down the toilet, like my hair. And TKO started yelling at me. He was like, this is dumb. Why would you do that? You're going to stop up the toilet. He just started going off on me. And then we had got a girl, her baby, she had a baby. The baby spilled Kool-Aid all over the floor. He started going crazy. He kicked her out. And so we started having dates and making moves. We started getting money, but I wasn't making that much money. We wasn't doing a good job. So on the last day we stayed at the apartment, he just started punching the wall. He punched a big ass hole in the wall. And I just looked at him like, my intuition was telling me like, this dude is kind of crazy. But I stayed with him. I stayed loyal to him. And we left and we went back to Oklahoma. And we started posting back again on Backpage. And I wasn't really making that much money. So he was like, you either gonna have to be a stripper or you're gonna have to, or I'm done with you. And by then I was extremely in love. Like, he was like the love of my life at this time. And I was like, okay, I'll be a stripper. And he took me to the strip club. He got me some drinks. And that's when I started dancing. And I was making a lot of money. And
now, not to cut you off, Lovey. How old were you, or around how old were you during this
19.
time?
I was 19. I never graduated from high school. I wasn't that smart. My mother didn't teach me a lot about men. She didn't teach me a lot about a lot of stuff. So I didn't have a lot of friends. I was the weird girl. I was bullied. And I thought TKO was my only way out. Because he promised all my life, I just wanted to be rich and famous. I just wanted to be a rapper. And TKO, he was like my only way out. But I was in love with him. And so I started dancing, and at first it was just me and him. Armani was just his best friend. They both told me they were just best friends, but they had more going on. I really thought they was best friends. I didn't think they was messing with each other. It took another girl to tell me that they was messing with each other. I really genuinely thought they was only best friends. And so I didn't realize that they was together until we moved in together. But yeah, so yeah, I started dancing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, what was you about to say?
So I was gonna ask you. Well, I was gonna let you know first of all. You were a baby. You know, you were only a baby. It's not your fault. You know, you were, just young.
Yeah, I was a baby and I wasn't too smart. Like I barely went to school. Like my mother, she didn't care if I went to school or not. I would always wake up late and I would miss school. And one day the principal called and he was just like, just don't come to school. Just don't come. Just don't come back. So I had.
I'm good. I'm
Okay, now I'm looking for the next one and I'm going to go and wake my hubby up, okay? So give me 1 second here. This dude's a real piece of work. Like I said, I have content for years. I got many people I've been doing content, been behind the scenes doing content and stuff, looking up people and stuff. And yeah, I've been doing this And I didn't know how to bring it to the forefront except just bringing it to the forefront. And finally, you guys will learn who he is. So let's go through here. Trying to find you a longer one. Some of these look like they're shorts and things like that. So I have to find you a longer one. We'll come back to the other one, but let's see. I'm trying to find a longer one for all of you. There's so much about this dude, like so much. Okay, these are the last few girls that within the last year. Within the last year, these are the girls within the last year. Hold on. So Empress is actually interviewing these girls from the last year that got caught up in this with TKO. And they're each going to tell their story.
Okay. So now, I'll take questions also from the comments because you guys are always involved. But I definitely want to introduce you to each individual. Okay. We have Valley right there, inbox number 4. Right. You're going to meet her and you're going to be a little surprised at who she is. You have Agent Cashboo that's on the panel right here. She's also in box 3. Then we have the lovely boss side. And then we also have Venus Santos. I'll tell you, Venus Santos was a part of my show that used to be called Blue Moon Letters. This is where people that have been molested and abused by, just some type of victim of abuse that would send me a letter, send me photos of the abuse. And then what I would do is read it out live on live. Then I'll put it on my platform on IG. So she's one of those victims that's known me for over 2 years from my Blue Moon Letter show. And she's going to allow us today she's going to show you guys real life bruises and marks. And I mean, she was basically stabbed in her left breast in front of her son by the person that victimized her. And not only that, when he went to court, she fought the judge. Don't put him in prison. Don't kill him. I mean, he stabbed her with a metal broomstick that was broken off. And he told her right in front of her son, I'm about to kill you, and stabbed her in her breast. And when she went to court, she begged and pleaded the judge not to put him in jail because she loved him. She loved him. And guess what the judge told her? The judge told her, I'm going to release you from this issue, and God deported him. So this is why I don't like the question why it took so long. When women ask why it took so long, I be thinking something wrong with y'all. Why it took so long? Even y'all ain't never experienced this or something wrong with y'all. That's the last question to ask a victim. Because what we all said today was there's no expiration date on abuse. We come forward when we have the courage to. And there's no right answer for that either. Stop asking that question. Don't do that. That's judgment off the rip. Okay? To have a hole in your breast and you still fighting for the man that beat you down. That should tell you the frame of mind some of us are in when we're getting abused. We don't be there. We're not present. I promise you, they will beat the sense out of you. That term is real. I'll beat the sense out of you. I'll beat that. They will. Okay, so let's not. Okay, so I want to start with Valley Girl. Hi, Valley.
Hey, Miss Ann, how are you?
Good. I haven't seen you in about 2 years. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I've been on and off here for a couple of years now.
Okay. All right. So, what do you feel about everything that's taking place today? Like as of yesterday, today, just all of this.
It's been a long time coming. I did not think, honestly, this would ever happen. One thing I want to say is you have people I hear a lot of people saying that, people like, some of these women, some of these victims are making money off their story. And I'm just kind of shocked. I'm like, why does that matter? First of all, second of all, you have people on GoFundMe, you have DV victims on GoFundMe telling their story, asking for money. So how is that they do that all the time. So I'm shocked to hear that, but I'm happy about the outcome. I'm happy about there is action actually happening. I'm happy that we're actually able to do this panel and being able to talk about this, not just a particular person, but just our experiences just as a whole.
Okay. Well, just so happened though, this particular person is a part of all y'all experience. So let's be fair. And I would like you, number one, you are now in the service, correct?
Yes.
So after all this Bigo trauma, you went on and continued your life to try to be bigger and better.
Yes, actually, because I was so fearful. I don't want to say fearful, but I didn't go with what the plan was. Sorry, my phone. So that was my phone. But I didn't. But since I didn't want to go with the plan of what he wanted me to do, I was fearful of getting out because I was being used for my benefits. So I actually, instead of getting out, like my plan was, I decided to stay in for another 3 years, and I'm moving to another duty station in like a couple of weeks. So,
all right.
I'm sorry.
So that's okay. Sorry. You okay? Are you nervous? Okay. Okay. Calm. Okay. Give her a moment.
Oh God.
This is what they leave behind, y'all. These men beat us. They take us for everything we have. And what they leave behind is women that are so emotional and traumatized. This girl running for her life. Guess what she went to hide it in the United States government? That's what she went to hide. I don't want to come back on normal ground. I need to go hide. I'm going to go hide for 3 more years. This is what they, because she didn't want to go with the plan. She didn't want to go with his plan. They don't know the path they lay. They don't know the destruction they leave behind for some of us. Some of us are able to cope and move on, but some of us become women that can't focus in society on a normal socializing. It's awkward for some of us. Some of us are socially awkward. We can't even relate to normal situations. Some of us become defensive against men. Some of us only want to turn to women. You just never know. Some of us turn to counseling. Some of us cut our wrists. Some of us go to suicide.
And y'all don't realize I dealt with this man when he first got on the app. So a lot of people that keep on saying, oh, y'all know what y'all signed up for. I didn't. He was brand new to this app. For the first poly auditions, I was the first one to be in it. And when I was in Korea, this man would literally sorry, but even before I got to Korea, I went to go see him, even with Cash Boo. Her and I went to go see him together. That was years ago.
Valerie, what was the plan? What was the plan? What was his plan that you weren't with?
So the plan, there was a few things that he wanted me to follow. So he wanted me to leave the military and go up with him, and he wanted to use my benefits on what I could provide for him. He wanted me to give him my disability checks from the VA. He wanted to do a lot. He wanted to, everything that I pretty much was able to make money off of as far as my injuries, he wanted to take that. And he wanted to have a baby with me so that baby can get those benefits as well. So he would be able to access those benefits a lot easier than just, me. There's just, other than him saying just hand it over.
And who are we talking about? Who is this man?
TKO.
This is a young woman that's been injured. The government is paying her for her survival, for her service. And he wants to take it and leave her blind and crippled with nothing. Give me that. Go ahead, Valerie.
When I got there, it was pretty much like, it was a lot of red flags. And when I initially left for Korea, he wanted me to when you
say Korea, you mean like South Korea, North Korea?
South Korea. And he said while I was there, he wanted me to give him like $3,000 to $4,000. And I wasn't even living in the States at the time. And that was pretty much where it started. There was just a lot of stuff where even like for his birthday, he would talk to me and he would tell me, okay, I want you to throw this dragon. I want you to throw this. I want you to throw that. I need you to throw this at this time. Like, he's very calculating on everything that he does. Like, y'all don't realize, if you don't give it to him, it's your big, this bitch, this hoe, this, that, is everything. Like, he will literally, like, emotionally abuse you to, like, until he gets fucking tired.
So you're telling me, if you didn't give him your money, so not only does he want your VA benefits, he also wants your Bigo money as well.
Exactly.
And if you don't give it to him, you a bitch, you a hoe, you a slut. And he's texting and texting. Now, listen to this, y'all. This is the same story Boss Life and everybody else said. He will text you from sun up to sundown and call you and manipulate you and make you feel like you're smaller than small. Then he'll take another woman and put in your face. This man, no, this is his MO. He knows how to make you give in to him.
And people always say, well, why didn't you tell somebody? Why didn't you tell somebody? I'm not the type to be, I'm not the type to be out there taking pictures at a party and mingling with people. I like to be in the background. I don't like to talk. I told my story a couple of years ago and I just disappeared. I'm not the one to keep on repeating myself over and over again. And I just wanted to leave it alone. I just wanted to not deal with it. I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Sorry, babe. Well, I won't question you in the form of an interview. Whatever you would like to share with us, we'll take it. I will not be asking you any questions because you're right. You have told your story, but I definitely wanted this new generation of Bigo to meet you. I want you to introduce yourself and let them know that there's more victims out there that came a long time ago. And a lot of these girls run away. Again, no 911 calls. No, just too afraid. This girl wouldn't hid in the system. He wanted her disability checks. She got injured. He wants that. Every dragon she made on Bigo, he wants her to empty out of his wallet. Give me your money. Do you mind telling us about the one time you did visit him, though?
So I did visit him, and mind you guys, I was stupid at first. I have a child, and it was Cashmere. Was it New Year's? I think it was New Year's that you and I went over there, and I told him that, at first I told him that I wanted to be able to, spend time with my family, and before I leave, and he talked me into going to go see him. So I decided to go, and which was stupid as hell, but I went there about a day or two before Cash Poo showed up, and this fool pulls up and fucking picks me up in a fucking Malibu. There's no Bentley at the time. There's no nothing at the time. Picks me up, and I knew he was lying because he lied about his age because he asked me at first, how old do you think I am? And I told him some bogus ass, 20, 25, like 30 or something like that. So I know he was lying about his age at first. And that's when he said that, yeah, I'll stick with that. And pulled up to his house, and first thing I noticed was that there's a big hole in the door. There was like a bathroom like right next to his garage, and there was a big ass hole in the door. And that was the first thing I questioned, like, how the fuck did this big ass hole get in this door? Like someone damn near like got into a fight or something. And I walked in there, his couch was cut up. How the fuck did that happen? So it was a lot of things just walking in there, and it was just like someone got their ass beat in here. There were so many holes, everything. There was stuff that was ripped up, broken, and everything like that. And he was trying to be, a gracious guest. He was trying to put on a facade, trying to put on a front. And when Cash Boo called, and I was there for that phone call, but she said that she was going to be coming, and he said that he was going to help her with the flight. And as soon as he got off the phone with her, started calling her all types of bitches, and then this bitch is going to be fucking doing too much, and like already calling her a bitch as soon as she got off the phone. And I know, Cash Boo, you don't even know about that. But she pretty much he offered to help, and now he's mad because he got to put down some money to help her get a flight, which I already knew that was a red flag. And it was just a lot of things. And I didn't like the fact that when we went to Olive Garden, we had these full ass meals, and Armani was eating fruit, just a little bowl of fruit. And I don't know if you remember that, Cashmere. She was eating fruit. She didn't want to eat, and it was just a lot of things where she was just kind of shy, kind of kept to herself, and she didn't want to be seen. She did not want to be like out in the forefront. And then I don't know, Cashmere, you might have to like remember, like help me remember. But there was a time where Armani asked to get something to eat and asked for the debit card, and TKO got mad, saying, "Well, why the fuck would you have to ask? Why the fuck would you have to ask? Why the fuck like going off on her in front of us, in front of both me and Cash Boo? Why the fuck would you have to ask? Like, no, that's not what you do, right?" Yeah, because she asked to get the card to go get something, the debit card to go get something to eat. Whoa. So it was like little stuff, even like with me and Cash Boo, I was just like, whoa, like this is a little off to me. Yeah, so it was just little stuff like that I can really like remember. But it was just the physical, they're not really like anything physical that I really saw. The only thing is they had an argument upstairs, and TKO closed the door, and when he left, he kind of cracked it open a little bit and went down to go see what was going on. And as I was going downstairs, Armani was sitting in the fetal position, crying with her head in her arms. Really? So I don't know if she got hit or anything like that, but there were like a couple of times where she would be left in the fetal position when he walked out, crying, like sitting on the floor. Jesus. Let me go get my charger because my phone's about to die. Okay. So while we went on Valley Girl, so everyone that's Valley, a lot of you guys are new to Bigo and you don't know what took place. Now, on Cash Boo, was this 2021? Because I remember when you guys went over, I remember y'all eating IHOP. Was it 2021?
I would want to say it was 2020. But it could have been. I met TKO 3 days after my grandma died. And that was December 12th. So I met him December. So that's why it could have been 2020 because the year was ending and we went out there for New Year's.
Okay.
So you're probably right, 21. But it just started like a couple weeks before that.
Okay. So you guys met and you're talking. When did he start asking you for money?
Me?
Or did he actually?
My situation with that is a little different because, like I said, I met TKO 3 days after my grandma died. And I met him because the first day that him and Armani came to the app, I was in Brandon's live. And I'm not going to lie, the first time that TKO and Armani cammed up, it was like kind of a breath of fresh air for the app because, you know, the way they executed their image was something that the app wasn't used to at the time. So the app was on fire when they went live. So Brandon was like, you need an admin. You need somebody to help you. And he explained to TKO what an admin was. And he was like, Cash Foo's in here. Cash Foo, go over there and be TKO's admin. And that is how I started. So from there, we moved pretty fast as far as just like, because I took the app serious. You know, I was a Millie host back then. And I was not a part of the messy side. So my relationship with Brandon and meeting TKO kind of like started at the same time. But I was kind of under the guidance of Brandon. So I definitely went to TKO and Armani with the intentions of teaching them the app and helping them elevate their app game. I didn't know them personally. I didn't know anything about them. I had never even heard of poly before. I had never met a pimp before. So those were all things that were new to me and some other people, which is why I feel like when they first came on the app, it was so much traction. It was so much. Being his admin was very hard at the time that he came because they were an instant sensation, like, and it was hard. It was a lot. And I literally flew out to Vegas 3 days after I buried my grandma. I went to Vegas for a break. I went to Vegas to get my mind off of that stuff. So in the midst of me teaching them the app and teaching them, you know, of course I was doing a little gifting here and there. But it didn't start until we started having like team meetings and behind the scene conversations about actually building him up to a certain level on the app. The conversation and the goal was to build him on the app. I was definitely under the impression that every time I gave him.
What did build mean?
For me, it was definitely app related only. It was to make him a top host. And if I'm not mistaken, TK hit the highest tier on the app the first month, the second month, the third month, the fourth month. So he became a top host immediately, you know. And I was there to help him. I'm not going to say finesse the app, but yeah, I'm gonna, because you know, Mama Imp, like.
Well, hold on for a second. I think what you mean when he hit the top on the app. She don't mean he hit the highest of everybody. He just hit the 3 milli for himself. That's what she means.
And he hit it fast, and he hit it at a level where, you know, he was a top host. He was a top host. He was hitting the highest tier on the app. So
okay, so basically, Cashful, you were an agency. You had a lot of money in your wallet. Were you throwing him a lot of that?
I was, and I was not an agency owner then. I didn't get my agency until a year later. But I was about to get off the app when I kind of like met Brandon. So it was maybe a week between me and Brandon and me and TKO. But my conversation was kind of also the same with Brandon. You know, I was telling Brandon, I'm ready to get off the app. You know, I got a lot of dragons owed to me. I don't want to reinvest and, you know, make the same mistakes. And he was like, come onto my side, come to Keys. I got you. He was like, there's a lot of Keys members, but not everybody's a part of the elite part of Keys. So that was also an angle that Keys presented to me. And I'm not going to lie, my money was good with Brandon. My money was safe with Brandon. I did what Brandon asked me to do with dragons, and he made sure that he took care of me as well. What else you asked me, Mama? You asked me about the dragons. At one point in time, I was TKO's #1 gifter. There was about 50 dragon difference on our board.
50 dragon difference. A lot of money.
It wasn't until, I mean, and there's a lot of stuff being skipped, but just to fast forward, it was not until the day that Yetta came where I didn't get my money back. The day that Yetta announced, and like the day that him and Yetta announced what they announced, was the day I was supposed to get like 25 dragons. And it was the beginning of the month. You know how, like, you know, people don't have any money to throw until the check comes. We were strategizing about how to dominate the boards the first week of the month. So the plan was to give me about half of what I had sent him back on the first, and then it didn't happen.
Oh my God. So you left holding a big, I mean, he owes you. So both of you met
Pastor P.
Go ahead.
No, I remember Pastor P had went live one time talking about the differences in his boards and stuff. But yeah, he erased his board when Pastor P did that live. He took me off of his board. So you couldn't even see me on it anymore.
Now, this is a woman that actually was supposed to get her money back. And instead of paying her back, he goes and wipe her name. There's a way you can use points, you guys, and a person can gift you. And a lot of people that are scammers on the app, they do this. They'll wipe your name off their board, and you can never ever see how much money that's actually owed. So despite her giving him a bean, if he's live, you'll never ever be able to see the thousands and thousands of dollars that she's thrown on him because he did that. Okay, so he announces his relationship with Yetta. So when he announces his relationship, that's still January 2021?
I can't really remember. You would have to, check and see when Yetta says that they met. But
So
you
when did y'all
remember
get
he
out
was
there?
supposed to. Remember he was talking about getting a mansion in Atlanta, and then when he got with Yetta, that's when they decided that they were getting a mansion in Vegas.
Yeah, I definitely think that was like, I feel like that was like that because we did New Year's, and I think that was like, correct me if I'm wrong, Cash, but that was like February because there was like a month between when we got there and then by the time, and then they had that event in Atlanta.
Yes, because I went back twice.
Right, I went back like
a month and a half time.
Mm-hmm. When you guys went back to see him twice, is there any more weird stuff other than him begging and begging for all your money? Was there anything else other than you seeing Amani always folded up in a fetal position and crying when he left the room? Is there anything else?
You mean just like around the house?
Mm-hmm.
The backyard was covered in feces. Like, covered. Piled and piled and piled.
Like he didn't even have us look back there. Like,
no, it was dog boo.
Yeah, it was bad. Whenever there was some type of content, and I did Cash, just correct if I'm wrong, whenever there was some type of content, I don't want to say he would like force us to like do it, but he would like, he would pretty much just like, no, get over there, go get, like he would literally just like, I don't want to say like harsh persuasion maybe, but it was just like,
Coerce you to do what?
So like whenever there was like any type of content, like I remember one time they put up a stripper pole. And it was like Armani's old stripper pole or whatever in the dining room. But that thing was so flimsy. And I think it was like me and Nate. And at first I was just like,
I don't think I was there for
I was just like, right. And I was just like, no, I'm not. I was just like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And in the background, like he would always phone up and he's just like he was literally just like, get over there right now, like type shit. And I'm just like, fine, like sure. But at first I was just like, yeah, I was just like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. So
okay, so Cash Boo. So the poop in the backyard, you're saying that it was so much.
It was so much. I like the dogs used to run out there, and as soon as they came in, like Armani used to try to like catch the dogs, and what was she wiping? She had some type of spray for their feet. But I was just always wondering, like, why y'all just don't clean up?
Did you think they harvest that? Did you think he liked to walk on the back and just sniff the air or something? Like, because like
no, I think it was just being lazy because the space of their backyard was so small. And then, like I said, when you open up the door, it had a stench. So it shouldn't have been like that. You should just clean it up. It was too small of a space to be that.
But you don't know if he likes to sniff that because it's been not joking, being serious, because it's been known that he likes the stench. He likes that. So I'm just trying to see, because if I had a puppy in a small backyard and there was mountains of shit everywhere, I would go out there and poop a scoop. I would poop the scoop.
I mean, dog shit smells. It smells.
And that's what I'm saying. Every time I open
this, I kind of want to like add this in there. There was, I forgot where the hell you were, Casper, but I know you were in that damn house. You came in the room that I was in, and and I just got off the plane. Kid got back in the airport, whatever, and I immediately took a shower because like I'm not gonna sit in airport smell. Like I'm gonna take a shower, my ass gonna shower. And first he was just like, hey, he was just trying to like say like, how are you doing, and blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm good, all right. He was just like, and he was trying to like get in the mood, and I'm just like, oh, okay, sure. And the first thing he said was, did you shower? I'm like, of course I showered. What are you talking about? He was just like, bro, what the fuck? I told y'all not to, and then walked out. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, bro, I'm not going to sit in airport stench. Like, you're weird. No, I'm not doing that shit. So I remember he got mad at me for that because I showered right when I like got to his house from the airport. Bro, like,
sorry. Oh my God, so animalistic. I'm sorry. Do you guys both mind, Rhea? Do you guys mind telling us how much money you actually did give?
I'm sorry, y'all. I just woke up.
It's okay. Everybody, welcome Rhea to the live, please.
Hey, Korea.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. Okay.
Most of my money was definitely dragons. There was times where I sent him money for a rental, sent him money for a room, little things that he would call and ask me for. But majority of my money was definitely dragons.
So he's just calling you out of the blue, asking, just begging.
A lot of TKO asking for anything felt like a requirement. It felt like an obligation. It felt like, you know, if you're on his team and he needs something and he calls you, you got to do it. You know, I remember one time his sister was short on her quota, and he called me. He said, I need you to recharge $500 and go drop 2 dragons on chocolate. So before, you know, mind you, I'm just familiar with the app. I'm familiar with, there's just a little bit more to it than that. You know, you might need more, you might need less. So I go to Chocolate's Live. I find out how much she was short. Instead of trying to recharge, I tried to work some of my, you know, resources. I had some people that owed me, and I was like, hey, can you come through this live and drop this? She was actually short less than a dragon. And I had some people drop it, and from my understanding, she got to her quota. So TKO called me. He was like, didn't I tell you to recharge $500 and drop 2 dragons on my sister? And I was like, I already, you know, got that situated. Like, her quota's straight. You know, I have my people give her what she needed, not what you told me to give her what she needed. And he's like, that's not what I told you to do. So I had to recharge and go drop her them dragons, whether she was over or wasn't over. And this is a little further into some things.
So you out of $1,000 for no reason now.
I lost my house a week later.
Oh my God. Do y'all understand? This is what I'm saying. This is what y'all asking. What they lost. This girl, you see what I'm saying? This is the shit. This is what you get after dealing with this man. And you were doing well on the app, Cash Boo. You had money coming. Don't cry, baby. It's okay, sugar. You've been struggling. I'm so sorry.
I took accountability though, Mama M.
Oh, baby.
I took accountability because I should have known better. I was smarter than that. Like, I did lose a lot. I went through a lot. I went through some things I didn't. The only people who knew, Yetta knew, Kyra knew, Tasty Mocha knew. There was a few people who like knew what I was really going through.
Did they rally up around you? At least try to donate money, or everybody give you $500, or
I didn't know because I wasn't asking for nothing like that. Them being there to like help talk me through it and keep me level headed, because like I said, we're skipping a lot of stuff. But
wait a minute, wait. Let's stop. You're saying Yetta knew, but you dated him before Yetta did, right?
I was a inherited type of drip angel. I don't ever consider myself dating TKO.
Yeah, he called us the rejects. He called us the cashing or the drip angel rejects. So we were in our what did he call it? Probation phase?
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah,
but I know I had
when you lost your house. Well, when you lost your house, who was he dating? Who was in the house with him?
Yetta.
Oh. Oh, okay. Oh.
So did you you were the ones who dressed all of you guys when you guys went out? Because Kashbu owns her own fashion line. So she was helpful. She brought everybody their outfits. And that night she assisted them in going out.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a boutique now. And so now, not only is he taking your money out of your Bigo wallet, trying to take money out of your bank account, he's now going into your boutique inside of your store.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Hold on. You just hold on for a second. This Negro wants it all. And you guys don't understand who he is until you deal with him. He wants it all. He demands it all. He weaponizes his image. You want me? You want to be without saying it, to take every fucking thing you have. You don't even have
once
time
he
to
gets
count
it,
right?
Once he gets it, or once you make a decision to stop giving it, he replaces you and he acts like you were never there.
Exactly.
And that plays on a woman's psyche. How can you replace me? Now you're asking why. How can you replace me when I've done so much? And that breaks you down because you've been there and you've done so much. Now, this is where the run behind him game starts. And then this is when people start calling you psycho and motherfucking crazy. I can't get rid of this bitch, but you don't took everything she's ever worked for. You guys don't see that part. Tell us about your boutique, babe.
I own a clothing store here in Georgia. I sell clothes, I do alterations, prom dresses, wedding dresses, and I do ship. So let me know if I can dress you.
Definitely gonna buy something.
Thank you. Let me know.
I definitely will.
Let's go back to when he found out I lost my house, because I did lose my house and I didn't tell him. Everybody else knew. They would tell me like, why you just don't tell him? And I was like, tell him for what? You know, he does not care, because if he cared, he would have been.
But you told Yetta. She was right there with him. She could have told him.
She could have. I don't think I asked her to. I don't need nobody to speak on my behalf for me like that. And like Valley said, there was so many situations where people that I might think I'm close to was turning around and having conversations with TKO saying, oh, she's a bitch, she's this, that, and the third. You understand? Like, I don't know if y'all remember his gifter, Kiki Love. Y'all remember Kiki? The rich lady from Canada? Well, she used to call me on the back end, and she told me, Cash Boo, I love you so much. She was like, I want you to know though that TKO be, talking to me about you. He be saying stuff like, don't get close to Cash Boo. She just wants to use you so you can be a gifter for her too. And I was like, what? That was never a conversation that we had. You know what I mean? Like, that's weird. That pillow talking shit. So another thing that people kind of confuse. A lot of people think that I went on Charlie panel and I exposed him. That's not what happened. I was in the comments. It was Yetta and Liz in his comments, in his box. So I don't even think I liked it, Liz, at that time for whatever reason. And I think she might have said something slick to me and I said something slick back to her, but Yetta tried to defend Liz. And she was like, Cash Boo, don't get at Liz like that, because TKO, she was like, TKO don't even want you to come and he don't want your child there. That was the trigger for me. Because what people didn't understand is I never had any intentions of going to live with that man. I have a son. I only have one child. And my son is very thorough, and there's some things he's not going for, and there's some things that I'm not going for about my child. So I was never going to bring my child there. I was never going to leave my child to go be in that household.
So was Liz dating him at that time?
From my understanding back then, Liz was never dating him. I guess they had sex. But she was just always throwing her money around. She was willing to do this. She was willing to do that. She was like Kiki. And she was back and forth with a lot of things. I think that's why I didn't deal with her, because I thought she was fake. So I wasn't getting close to Liz because there was a lot of just behavior that she was just doing that was just weird to me, and I didn't have time for that.
But at the time when Yetta checked you about Liz, was Yetta still in the house with him?
No, that was the first time that she was attempting to expose TKO. But she wanted to, I was still on TKO's. It's not that I was on his side. I'll say this, okay? I was around for my last couple days. I was around for a long time because I knew one of two things. If I walk away, I'm not getting my money back. I just need to stick around, wait it out. I need to stick around and see what's going to happen. The plan changed because of Yetta. Now Yetta's not here no more. So do I got a chance to get my money back or not? But that's what it was for me. So when she mentioned my child on that panel and discussing that she had a conversation with TKO about my child, that was like a straw for me. I was like, you know what? I don't care what's going on, but my association is now done. So everybody declared that as you exposed him type of, but no, I was actually just fed up with everything, and I made a decision then to walk away.
All right, so let's talk about this. So the monies that he was bringing in from January till, I'm going to say, I guess March, allegedly he took 17 grand from Yetta. You lost your whole house. Do you know how much money he took from you, Cash Boo, total and in totality?
I was hitting a milli tier 3 months in a row, and without trying. I had so many dragons owed to me. If you actually know me, what was crazy was the amount of money that TKO owed me, and I spent on him was not my peak. That was nothing, and that's what's messed up about it. You always fooling around on people who would do more for you if you did right by them.
All right.
So
let's just say this:
it wasn't my biggest, but
a milli tier is how much a month?
That's an 8-man check, if I'm not mistaken, right?
So $8,000. How much of that $8,000 were you giving him a month?
He got all that. When I met TKO, I stopped toasting. Everything that I was getting, TKO got. Everything. I stopped cashing out. I never received a dime back of my Bigo money.
So you stopped paying all your bills, okay? Now he's taking all of your Bigo money, $8,000, times 2 or 3. Now, what about your bank account money? How much of that was he getting?
Not much, because what you have to understand about me, I took Bigo very serious, and I was a business host. So my Bigo money, my bank money, all of it was the same, because I was the type of person who, I knew what I was making on a Bigo. I knew my investment. So I was all in for Bigo. And for good reason.
Came from Bigo. So your bank account money was flowing in from Bigo. Got it. So yeah, so you can pay your bills because he was draining your Bigo wallet before you can even pay your bills. And you were blinded by that.
Yes, because I wasn't being reciprocated for little stuff, you know, like I wasn't able to, you know, go over here and replenish nothing. He wanted me to stop gifting Brandon. He controlled
let's talk about that. So he wanted you to stop gifting Brandon. His
TKO don't like Brandon.
TKO, I told him that his bro.
TKO don't like Brandon.
What do you mean TKO don't like Brandon? What do you mean by that?
When we were in Atlanta, I don't know if y'all remember where, because y'all were thinking it was a lot of extra stuff, but my hip was out of place. It was that time. Brandon was coming into Atlanta, and he hit me up, and he was like, he needed me to. He wasn't asking me to pay for it. Brandon never came at me like that. He was asking me to help him, though, orchestrate it, because he was basically coming to my city, you know. So he was like, he needed me to help him rent a car on Turo. So he might have been asking me if I had a Turo account or something like that. But TKO was right there when I answered the phone for him. Like, so as soon as I got off the phone, he was like, hell no, you ain't getting no car for that, man. You not, you know. And I was like, what you mean? I'm just supposed to leave him? He wanted to let me call Brandon and tell him that I wasn't able to help him. Nothing like that. But on multiple occasions, we've had conversations that, I don't know if y'all remember when TKO was doing them poly panels. Y'all remember, like, Brandon went live and his caption said something about Brandon's poly?
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? Like,
yeah, I remember that. I think we were there.
I don't know if Brandon was trolling or whatever, if he was serious, but, you know, TKO always used to be in the background just saying that Brandon wanted to be him and how he was going to. Brandon and Nature Boy were plots for TKO. When it came to Nature Boy, his thing was, people already think that Nature Boy is just like me. So if I get a hold of all of Nature Boy's people, they're going to love me more than Nature Boy. Everything was just a plot to be greater than everybody.
He was already taking the girls because, Valley Girl, you knew Brandon first, correct?
Yeah, he was helping me with my quota. And when I was actually posting.
You knew Brandon first. Tisha came from Brandon. So you're telling me, let me make sure I'm clear. Brandon sat on a panel for hours today with his crew and supported TKO wholeheartedly through this career thing. He said the career was lying, this and that. She's not a victim, blah, blah, blah. Brandon was supporting his broadcast, boo. So how dare you tell us today that TKO don't like Brandon and TKO despises Brandon and TKO says that Brandon wants to be him? How dare you?
Because it's the truth, and it's all I've ever heard come out of his mouth about Brandon from the beginning of time.
Damn,
yeah,
Brandon,
he jumped on here
so
calling
hard.
him CEO, but
I didn't hear you, Cash Boo. He TKO what about the CEO?
Said he always called him CEO on here, but he always give
us some examples.
I found out about Brandon having the poly thing when he called me. You know, he called me. He was just like, "You see Brandon trying to beat me?" I was like, "What you mean? What happened?" He was like, "Go look at his caption." And I go look, and it said something like, Brandon's poly or something like that. But you got to understand now, like, Brandon had Rose. Was it Rose? Brandon had a lot of pretty girls that were not a part of the mess around him. So I felt like he was trolling. You know what I mean? I felt like he was just saying it. But then TKO started plotting on some of them girls. So I don't know.
TKO started plotting on the girls that sat with Brandon? Oh, this is getting good. So this is my question. Other than calling Brandon CEO, what other names did TKO refer to Brandon as?
Nothing other than just speaking on the characteristics and just feeling like, although he was what you guys would think of as his boss, he felt like he ran it. And Brandon was running under his coattail, which was a weird dynamic to understand, because if you come from back then, like, Brandon was better than Brandon. All the top hosts was under Brandon. So it was kind of like, well, how could he be jealous of you when he's already lit? He's already
right. He's already established.
So it was all the little things that he would do to just point out how Brandon is trying to be him or trying to undermine him. Oh, he used to always talk about as soon as he go live, Brandon go live. That was one of his number one things that he used to speak about. Every time he pressed the live button, he was like, Brandon go live too. But then he'd be like, oh, but he's just watching me on the back end. But
TKO. They're brothers. Y'all put a 1 in the comments if y'all believe Cash Boo. Put a 1 if y'all believe that TKO hates Brandon.
And that's funny that you bring that up, Cash Boo, because I was the one that was laughing. I was just like, oh shit, like Brandon just like literally put like, did you see his caption? And he said that to me. Damn, that nigga just want to beat me, bro. That nigga just want to beat me. And then hit you up and then said that shit too. Like that shit really got to him.
Everything about Bigo gets to TKO. TKO gets off the live and he cuts on his YouTube and he watches every
on
freaking video that has his name in it.
He will recap everything.
Wow.
He will literally like every time gets off a live and he will literally like he's got people subscribe like Truth Tell It like some other people like he will literally on his big ass TV just recap everything that happened for the day.
But
and he'll literally watch it over again.
He also camouflages. He also is like a chameleon. Like everything that anything that we say bad about him, he's gonna change tomorrow. That's why as it came, so many people, I mean, because I've been out of the loop for a while, so there's a heap of girls that I don't even know nothing about. I didn't see a live with them, and I understand that there's still like some history. Like, you know, I'm in the past. But when I tell you, if you say his jewelry's fake today, tomorrow he's gonna go buy a real chain. If you say his backyard stinks, tomorrow he's gonna hire a maid and the whole house is gonna be clean. It doesn't matter what you say against him. If enough people are saying it, he's gonna fix it. So the next time you say it, it doesn't seem like it's true.
This man is very ill.
That I can actually
scream. Oh,
everything is calculated.
Yeah,
everything's calculated.
Yeah, he does watch everything. Everything's like she said, subscribing to everybody's YouTube channel. They record him. He rewatches it. He claims the reason why he rewatches it is just to see, you know, I guess to polish himself up or whatever the case may be. You know, it's his job, so you know, I kind of get it a little bit, you know, because you always want to be better at your job and stuff like that. But he knows how to cam up and act like he could be scared and nervous and be meditating and praying and do it behind the scene. But that man is gonna cam up and act like ain't nothing wrong
every time,
every single time. I'm just giving y'all his views. He considers it his job. This is his opinion, his view. That's all I'm saying. So
just put some jury in the comments, Lord. There's some jury popping up in the comments, Lord. So he's insecure. Oh my God. Did he ever call you a bitch or anything to your face, Cash Boo?
There was one time where I think it was my second time that I went out there. He made me dress like him and Armani, and he put his chain on me. And we were in the upstairs bedroom. I'm not sure if y'all know all of his houses or not, but this was the only one I had been at. The one with, like you said, Valley, the downstairs door looked like he had threw a whole body into it. That's how big the hole was. The hole was a whole body size.
But you know what, Cash Boo? Every house he has a hole in the wall. Every single house he moves in, there's a hole in some wall somewhere. What do you think is going through those walls, Cash Boo?
I know, but I'm not saying that I'm perfect or nothing like that. I'm not saying I'm ratchet. I'm saying I'm a little bit more aggressive than I think some of the other ladies. So you put hands on me, like we getting active. Like we getting active. I ain't going for none of that.
But Boss Life used to fight him hard. Korea used to fight him hard as well. They just would lose in the end.
They should have burnt the house down when he went to sleep. Then that's what they should have did.
Yeah.
So that's what I would have did.
I would have done that too.
You never know what you'll do in that case, because you got to remember.
I do. I understand that. That's for sure. Yeah. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Right. Because he took all you guys for a ride. All you guys lost so much behind him.
And he's very aggressive. I don't know if he tries to scare people or if some women are just naturally timid around him, but he's very aggressive. So that time when he had me dress up like them, he wanted me to dance, and like he wanted me to dance for him in front of the live. And I wasn't with it, you know. I was chilling. I'm like, no, that's okay, you know. So I think it was Pumpkin who jumped up in his box, and she was like, oh, you didn't came to Vegas to embarrass him and just be seen. And
oh my God,
you know, it was a lot for me. So I got up and I walked out the room. He followed behind me, and that's when he called me a bitch. He was screaming. He grabbed me by my arms. He grabbed me like this, and he pushed me against the wall. And he was spitting in my face while he was screaming at me. And I was boiling. I was screaming back because who are you? I give a fuck. I'm in your house. I give a damn. I'm in Vegas. Like, you don't put your hands on me now. But he wouldn't stop screaming. So I couldn't, like, at that moment, I felt like I was gonna walk to the airport. Like, I was grabbing my phone and I was calling my sister, my real sister. And I was telling her, like, you know, I'm down here in Vegas. I don't know what's going on. This man just put his hands on me. I'm finna go crazy. I can't be in his house with him doing this. I don't know what to do. So I'm outside. I walk out the door. I'm pacing back and forth in front of his house. I took a picture of his house too. Because I'm telling you, I was upset now. I was upset. I was gonna have some people come get me or something. So somehow I end up in Ebony May live. And she was talking junk about me, like kind of how like Pumpkin was. So I was so mad, I jumped up in her box and I kind of like gave her some words. I was even more upset that she was saying something about me because Brandon had just made me give her 5 dragons. So I was like, not too much. You know, she was in a panel arguing with China Red and she was sitting on 0, and China Red was eating her up. Okay, and Brandon was hitting me on the back end like saying her something da 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 da. So I got her lit. So for her to be like talking about me, it was just really weird. So that's what I spoke on. I was like, not you talking about me and you were just getting ate up and I'm sending you 5 dragons. That's weird. And she was cussing me back out. So Brandon called my phone immediately, like, get off the live, get down. And then he called my phone and he was like, calm down. There's too much going on. He was like, first he was dealing with Ebby May. He was like, I'm going to call Eb and I'm going to tell her you a part of the team. We're going to work something out where you go back in her live and y'all just fix this because it you know what I mean? Like, I was talking crazy, but she was talking crazy to me. But we did what Brandon told us to do. We reversed it and act like nothing happened. And like, we was just keying with each other. Then he was telling me to go back in the house with TKO. And I wasn't feeling that. But, you know, Brandon calmed me down. Brandon was like, go back in there, chill out. You know, it's not that serious, da 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 da. And I was like, okay, Brandon. But that conversation between me and Brandon was kind of serious because I was like, you the one who like got me dealing with this man. Like, what's your purpose? What's your angle? What you got? You know, what we doing? So I can't really remember what happened after that, but I know the next morning he told me to get dressed. He said we were going out to eat, and we had a conversation. He said, "I need you to get on live and show everybody you're okay." He told me that was the purpose of him going live because nobody had seen me since what happened the night before, and when he went live, he lined Pumpkin again. And I think this particular video is on YouTube. But he lined Pumpkin again. So the night before Pumpkin jumped in the box, the next morning, he lined Pumpkin. So it's TKO in the box and it's Pumpkin. And TKO keep like, you know, flashing the camera to me. But Pumpkin was still talking junk. Like, I was a girl that was there just trying to be seen, get some attention. But I'm not doing what he wants me to do. So what am I there for? And it took a lot out of me not to cuss her out too because I was so offended. You know, I was just like, how am I'm doing something wrong because I'm not just exploiting myself. Like, it was really weird to me. But
thank you, man.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot. So how did you finally get out?
How did I finally get out of what?
Meaning, like, I remember you were at his house. So when you left his house, was that the last time?
That second time with the, you know, minor physical incident, yes, that was my last time coming to his house. I didn't really have any intentions of coming back. He wanted me to come when Natiri was there. I think that was when he had that PK against Nature Boy, and Natiri was there. I was home. I was in Georgia, but I still helped him win that PK. You know, that PK was major. But I have never gone back.
Do you feel as though like he purposely tried to make you look crazy? Like, make the comments go against you, just make everybody be upset with you and not cover for you, not take up for you? Do you feel as though he was trying to intentionally have people antagonize you?
I'm going to say at that moment, no. But one thing that he used to do behind the scenes was like try to coach me on how to act in front of the live. He did not want me speaking on nothing. It didn't matter if it offended me. I had to just sit there and take it. Like, and anybody can say whatever, but you don't need to say. He used to compare it to like Armani, like be like Armani. Armani doesn't clear up nothing. Armani doesn't say nothing, you know. And I was like, I ain't like that. You know,
he was
I ain't
saying
like
Armani. Have you ever heard him tell Armani not to speak on camera?
No, because I think she knows better already. So she does that already.
Better. She knows better already. Korea, did you ever know that TKO didn't like Brandon?
I plead the fifth. Y'all pick up whatever you want to pick up.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Boss Life, did you ever know that TKO didn't like Brandon?
No, Brandon always helps him get his page back. So I didn't know anything about that. I think Brandon does stick up for him, so he must like him.
Valley, did you know that TKO didn't like Brandon?
Oh, I definitely knew he said some slick shit. Whenever he would, whenever like I was there, and he would always mute himself when fucking Brandon was saying something, and he would say something slick, and then unmute himself, or he'd get off live and saw what Brandon had in his title, and he fucking would say something smart about that, and you know, so it was like slick shit like that. I knew that he. I knew that he probably thought like, yeah, I knew he was like copying, like trying to troll or whatever, but yeah, no, I could tell he didn't like him. Just because I felt like Brandon was maybe doing it better. I don't know.
The boys are at it. Did anyone in the comments know that TKO didn't like Brandon? I didn't know that. Oh, child. Brandon gonna probably have to go and do all his lives over today, because Brandon did so many lives today supporting TKO wholeheartedly. Between yesterday and today, he was calling Korea, texting people. He did so many lives to support TKO. Brandon gonna have to go and take all of that back. Oh my God, it takes so much work. All right, so what do you guys think? And anybody can answer this. Since Korea came out, what do you guys did you guys watch Korea's story?
Oh yeah, I was here since minute one. Yes.
Same. I watched
everything.
Okay, so Boss Life, any similarities in her story to yours?
There was definitely one or two things. The one that I remember is the day that all that stuff happened, where I got arrested, where that we were drinking a Hennessy. He had picked me up from work, and he was outside like my job. He came very late, but he was outside my job, and he was like calling me all types of names, all type of bitches, and get in the car, hurry the F up. Where was I? Because my phone had died, so I had to go, instead of going into work because it's very late. I was supposed to already leave an hour before. I went into the mall and I charged my phone, so I wasn't there when he pulled up, and he was just swearing at me, like he was just going off, and I was like so confused. I was like, where is this coming from? Like, and I just felt so dumb because all I could do was like just run to the car. I was like, oh my gosh. But that was like the only thing from her situation.
Well, Boss Life, wasn't there a situation where a Hennessy bottle was broken in the kitchen?
Oh yes. Once he also did ask me to come upstairs and have a talk with him when he separated me from the group. And during that time, was when we got into a fight. Well, he started like putting his hands on me, and I started like saying, no, I'm getting out of here. Don't touch me. Don't put your hands on me. It wasn't like as major, but that was one of those times. And during that same time, when I was leaving, because I was trying to beat if I could just go in her car, take my stuff, and just drop me off wherever. He came in the room while I was packing. He was like, are you really going to do this to me? I'll just go get the knife right now and kill myself. And I was like, I told him, I said, go ahead. I'm not falling for it. But then the second time he did that was with a Hennessy bottle. And he said, am I going to get the knife to hurt him with it? And I just looked at him and I was like, I'm trying to get away from you. Like, I'm not going near, I'm trying to like, get out your way, like back up. Like, I'm not going near the dishwasher so that I could get a knife to cut you. I'm just moving back. Like, I use the fridge as like a barrier between us both. And then when he broke the Hennessy bottle, he brought it over and he said he'll hit us both with it. He'll cut us both. And I was on.
So would you feel as though that was kind of like an attempt on your life, like he'll take your life in his?
Yeah, so like kind of when he did that, I kind of like, I mean, so I laughed. Like I didn't laugh, but I was just like what are you talking about? Like what are you doing? Like, you know, I couldn't like act out or like make it serious, because then that would give him like some reasoning to think that I was weak in the moment. But I just kind of like tried to calm down the situation, and you know, he didn't do nothing. So yeah, I was like, if he would have like put that to my neck, I don't know what I would do, and I don't know what they would do. But yeah.
So my question is, are you glad that you left? Are you glad you got out?
Yeah, I'm very glad that I left. I didn't know how I was gonna leave. Like, you know, there's a big like gap in my life right now of me even getting out of that situation and moving on. I was just like trying to get my money back or get my money's worth of what I had paid for, and you know, I moved my life up there. I spent a lot of money. So I'm just at the point where it's like I'm very happy I got out 100%. The only reason that was holding me back was that, you know, I would have ended up without anything. So
Can you tell us, have you made any preparations on doing anything or taking legal action against him or filing charges or anything?
yeah, so I did take action. Once the police came, I said he has been putting his hands on me, and they moved forward with the case. I was nervous. I was still like in a place of like, do I say this or do I not? So I told the police, oh, like no, because he's like, oh, basically like after I said that, he was like, well, here's my number in case you need me to bail you out. And I was just like, oh my God, like why did I say that and stuff like that. And then the police just took over the charges, and from here forward, I have had to go forward with them and talk to the police.
All right. So when is the last time, or when is the last, what have you done? So I know the police talked to you that night, you're moving forward. Have you been able to send over any paperwork, any pictures, any proof?
Yeah, I sent videos of everybody and
Really?
also all my proof. Yeah.
What kind of videos have you sent over, Boss Life?
I just sent over like they actually got his YouTube, so they watched everything that they could, and I just sent over all the girls telling their stories, so they got more evidence and you know, stuff like that for more justice.
Have you ever seen TKO when you were with him pimp any girls out or pick girls up and drop them off the hotels or anything like that?
No. No, I never seen him do anything like that. I know that girls approach him under that manner, and I don't see that he moves forward with it if he doesn't feel like if it's in his best interest.
Okay,
But for
so
me, I was just I was never like a 304. I was just a stripper, a dancer. I was in legal action. I have checks for my job. Everything that I made was off of tips legally. So nothing that I ever did was illegal or even rated R. You know, I always had clothes on. It's not even legal to take them off. So
let's back it up a little bit. So TKO is approached by young ladies that they're looking for a pimp.
No, I don't know. I think
what does it mean?
It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing because gosh, he is approached, I think, by people like that because he has been in that world for a long time. Armani is still that person. And
what is Armani? What do you mean Armani is still that person?
She was on live. She used to go on live every day and get ready to go to work. So, you know, that's what he was promoting. And that's what I thought it was.
But what is go to work? I don't know. What is go to work?
She would go to the strip club.
Okay,
so Armani was giving her money to TKO every single day. She's been giving her money to him for a long time, and she used to go to the strip club. I did not know that she was a 304. I didn't know that that was ever in her category. I truly thought she went to the club in Vegas. You know, I thought she was lucky to be able to work at a club in Vegas and make thousands of dollars a day, if that was possible for her, because that's possible for a lot of girls who work out there.
Wait, why are we saying that Armani is a 304?
She didn't. No,
she just said. She just said
no,
I didn't know she was a 304.
Yeah, meaning what she's meaning to say is I'm unaware of whether or not she is a 304.
Oh, okay.
I think so her word.
Yeah. So I didn't know that. But back in TKO's days, that he paraded around girls to have sexual interest with men for money. I didn't know that.
Okay, so remember when she was asked did you ever see him pimp out girls? Did you ever see him drop girls off at hotels, blah, blah, blah? And she said, no. Right? Do you remember that, Venomous? Okay. Then when she starts speaking that Armani is a 304. When all in reality, so was she for him. And she didn't want to say anything because she thought she would get in trouble. So she was using Armani's name as it was her, because she was afraid to come home without the money from the strip club. If she didn't make enough, she had to go sell her ass. And that's the facts. So that's why somebody stopped her and said, hold up, hold up. Why are you talking about Armani? Why ain't you talking about you? And if you notice, she kept saying, I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't take my clothes off besides in the strip club, and then went straight into Armani. Armani, she meant, was her and Armani were both 304s for this dude. Okay. It came out later on after this interview that yes, indeed, she was a 304. She went to the casino after the strip club trying to find Johns, and she did find them because she was too scared to go back to the house without a certain amount of money that he makes the girls make every night. Yeah, it was a switcheroo. Exactly. So everybody knew it. That's why they told her, hey, why are you speaking on Armani? Armani's not here to defend herself. You should be talking about you. So and as you've seen, she lied right off the bat and said, no, but Armani, I didn't know was a 304 until, you see what I'm saying? It was very apparent what she did. Very apparent. Now, you got to remember, she's 21 years old. She's thinking she's going to get in trouble for being a 304. So really, when the charges got pressed on him for her, it was because the police did it. She wouldn't speak. They kept calling her and trying to get her to talk, and like a normal 304, she wouldn't do it. Finally, they kind of broke her down enough to where she did it because they were going to put charges on her for stealing his car. And so she finally started breaking down, but she really wasn't telling the truth until here recently, to where she's not in love with him anymore, and she knows she's not going to get in trouble. And now she's actually just now telling the damn truth. So there you go.
I didn't know that daily he was bringing girls around for them to have sex with men. And I didn't think Armani was involved with that. And then also when Korea was there, I liked that she was a business major. She was a career working girl. So, I had good interest about him. He never had told me to go do anything for him. Like, he was never pimping me.
Okay. So, Boss Life, so what do you think is the next chapter for the legal portion of your case with him right now? Are you waiting on updates from, is it York City or is it Las Vegas?
Oh, I'm waiting for right now. I'm not waiting for nobody. He pleaded guilty. He pleaded not guilty 2 times, and now he has to go to trial for the situation that we're going through. And we are in that process. I could talk to them. I could go, but I told them at the moment that I'm not going to Vegas.
So is there a trial date?
Yes, it's July 9th.
So there's a trial date that's July 9th. Are they going to allow you to go on a Zoom for the trial?
No, I told them I wasn't going to show up or nothing. I can ask to go on Zoom. That's the second time I've heard that. So I don't know. I might show up to court, or I just might do a Zoom. I'm not there yet. I'll probably know by the middle of June what I'm going to do, and fully press charges. And I have another charge that I haven't brought out. So yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing and
maybe once I fly to Vegas and press charges and show the proof in the videos that I have, maybe both of our cases would. I don't know if it could help each other or whatever the case, but it's too coincidental for two people at the same time to have the same charges of the same incidences, accusations. I don't care if y'all want to use the word allegedly or whatever. It has to mean something. It has to mean something towards.
Korea, I have a question for you, Korea. The night that he beat you a lot, but the night in the room where he made you go naked and beat you and your head was pounded to the bed and he made you strip so that you could not leave the room. Do you feel as though that was false imprisonment?
Somebody sent that to me today and I read on it. I think it does. Oh, okay. I think it does fall. Yeah, I think it does fall into that. It does. Absolutely.
Did you think about that at all?
No, shoot, I was thinking kidnapping. No, I was like, dang, you making me.
So you were on the lawn. Okay, so okay.
Yeah, I was
we'll probably need to look up.
To be honest, I was like, I can't go out there naked. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't go out there like this. And I was trying to escape. And you know, by the grace of God, he just told me, just act like you're gonna go to sleep, and that's what stopped us. And then I just laid there.
Yeah. And for the record, do you feel as though sexual assault happened to you that night?
I think that if when I tell the story, they would yes, I think it'll be. I mean, I just laid there. I laid there because I just didn't want to fight no more. So I laid there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you did not give consent for that to happen, then yes.
Well, she had been beating Valley Girl for 35 or 45 minutes.
Exactly.
So she was dazed because her head was pounded up against a wooden bed frame.
Yep. So no consent was given after that. Like no, that's essay or the artwork.
At any point, do you feel as though you experienced sexual assault while under the roof of TKO?
Yeah, like so that was the whole thing. That was like why I had left the house. I think that's why I was kind of out my mind. That's what had happened the day of everything. Yes, so that was what happened. That was all the day that they were supposed to go out to eat. And Armani ended up taking an Uber for herself. Like it was just out of my mind. Like I don't know what happened to me. Like it's such a hard thing to explain. Because it's just so it's a lot. Like I just didn't feel like I was myself. Like I felt, younger, like a small child. And I also felt I just was like, it just wasn't no consent. And like, it was just, that's when he showed Lotus like my body parts and he was like choking me. He did it like in the middle of the house.
Oh my gosh.
Like I was like, can you like I was nervous. I was like, what if Armani comes out the room? Like the lights were off. It was in like the hallway. I don't know. She has never been there, but I was just so scared, like nervous. And then that's when Trish came and he told me to go take a shower and then come upstairs. And then we were on live. And then that's when everything happened.
So he took your clothes off and told Lotus to come here and he fondled your body parts and showed your naked body in front of this adult woman.
Yes, like he trampled me up the stairs, took my clothes off and showed her my body parts. And then I had to like tell him like, you could just go in the room, like just go in the room. And like, I was just like, I didn't know what to think of it. Like, I don't know. I just felt
like you felt like a child. You said you felt like a child, a little child.
Like that's what hurts me the most, like in this moment, which it's because like it makes me upset because I know I have like smaller family members, like, as a female, like I shouldn't have to face that, like that's not how I receive love and that's not how I wanted to receive it. So I was just like, ooh, it was a lot, guys. I was like, wow. Yeah. So he does take people's I don't even want to say the word because it's weird, but
you need to
innocence, like he does remove that from you. Like I wasn't bothering him, like I wasn't doing nothing to him. I wasn't looking for him, like I was like that day he was supposed to go out with her. He had already disrespected me. And I'm just really hurt by him.
Oh girl. This is so much. And you're with the case that you're working right now, Boss Life, did you bring up the sexual assault portion or did you just let that fade away?
I haven't. I did tell them about it. I wrote a 3-page paper to the judge and stuff, since I'm not gonna be able to be there. I haven't like I want to press that charge like full force. They already did the domestic battery, but I want to press that charge. Like I really want them to, know that, and like, it's still a thing. Like, so I'm gonna go full force with that. I do have to contact them and stuff like that. I want to press charge. Like I want to call them. Like I want to just do it. So I'm gonna contact them very soon. I already told them, but I don't know if it's like another charge on the thing, or they're just trying to like add it all in together.
I think you should actually go though. Whatever the trial date is, I think your presence and your testimony being there is gonna. Because when I talked to the police department in Vegas, they told me that there was 2 options I could do. They said I could either fly there and press charges, or I could write a letter and detailing everything, the dates.
Yeah.
And they will file it for me and get it started. They will reach out to me, but the only thing they said is if I go about it that way, it's going to be a longer process. But
All right. Good morning, KYGMA. I am going to now show you pictures of what Korea looked like after he beat her a couple of different times here. Not that one. It's this one. All right. Let's wait until she gets to.
Incidences that I experienced with him at the house, and I think I was blowing him up or some shit. And
okay, wait, no, go back, Korea, go back. Okay, so what we see here is a hole in the wall. All right, now, Korea, can you tell us the date and time of this particular incident?
This is the thing though. I don't know if I recorded it the exact same day or after with these videos. I will be honest. I can't remember, but this is January 5th, 2022. And he came back home, and I think he was mad because I was blowing him up, because y'all know how I do. And Armani has a vanity in her room with the chair. The light bulb broke on the vanity, and there was a hole in the wall, and her chair broke. That's why she got the chair from downstairs of the dining room table. I don't know if y'all realize that, but she switched her chair out. And that's why, because that nigga done threw the chair at me. He put hands on me, and I just had bruises and stuff.
Okay. And so this is the bruise from that January incident. So this is a bruise on your
this is the same. Yes, this is the same. Right. This is the same day. Yeah. That's it. January 8th.
Let us see that one. Okay, you guys.
Yes. Okay. All right. Now, this is the incident where y'all see my arm.
Oh my God, be careful.
I think this actually just happened the same day, because it's not as bad as the next. I'm trying to show y'all my ear, but y'all don't see nothing.
Morning, sweet.
But this is June 17th. Sorry. And this is June 18th, where I'm at the car shop. And I take pictures of the knot because Armani said that it was bad. She was like, no, it's bad. And I got bruises and stuff everywhere, but I think that was the most significant part of it. And that's when I didn't take the trash out. Oh my gosh. I didn't take the trash out.
Yeah, he won't even take the trash out.
As fast as he wanted me to. That's all I remembered, that shit happened. He said, hey, can you take the trash out? And I said, yeah, I will. And I went about doing something else. I don't know what it was, but he got mad. He took the trash. He disrespected the shit out of me, called me bitch, put it all on me. It was on his walls. It's on his painting of himself, all that shit. And he pushed me against the headboard of his shit. And because I got dizzy, I didn't pass out, but I got dizzy from the hit of the headboard. Y'all know his bed, the bed that he has now. If you're laying in it, you will be on the right side. It is the top part of it, and it's a wood part of it, and it hit me there. And that's what made him stop. And I got text messages from Armani telling her, hey, it got really bad yesterday over some fucking trash.
And he dumped trash all over you too. He dumped the trash on
He did. He dumped trash all over me. He broke my laptop. He broke my work laptop. I had to lie to my job about it. Like the fucking TSA fucked it up. Like just dumb shit.
Remember,
He
I
didn't
told
pay
you
for it.
to their laptops so he can take control
Just
of their
dumb
social
shit.
media.
I think, you know what, I think I take that back. You know what that man said to me? He said, I'm gonna get your flight back since I messed up your laptop. That's what he said.
Yep.
So instead of spending $800 and some on your laptop,
it was $1,000. I think it was like $1,300. He probably
for your
spent like
laptop.
$400. He probably spent
I
like $200
know.
for
I'm
my flight
excited
back.
to see
Yes,
and kind
And
of
that was your work laptop.
as well, baby.
That was my work laptop, and I had to lie to them and say,
lot of
I
people
forgot
are gonna
what I
see it.
told them. It was something with the airport,
I'm gonna
and
record it and put it on my
I
Rumble.
placed it wrong in my shit, my luggage, and some shit. I don't know, but it's okay.
They made a whole video.
And you said that there's text messages to back this up as well.
But I can't.
There's not.
I don't know about. I don't know about that. Now I have text messages with my job. Absolutely, I do. I got text messages with my job. So the next one is the really bad one, and this is where
he headbutted her.
Oh God.
This is where
go back to the face, Korea, and just make it big for us. We can see it. Make it big.
I don't know how to make it big.
You don't know how to touch the screen and stretch it?
No, I don't. I mean,
but we see we see some green color at the top, red.
Yeah, my head was bruised. I don't know if y'all can tell, if y'all can see like the yellow and the orange in my, like even at the crowning of my head, it was fucked up.
Hear me?
Your face
the thing is that,
we're looking at pictures of Korea when TKO beat her ass. And she hid it for like 2 years. And then she finally went down and pressed charges on him last month. And then another girl pressed charges on him as well. And I'm introducing people to TKO, the Mr. PIMP.
Thing is that I got, I'm sorry. The thing is that I got,
Okay. So now you know what some of it looked like. Now back to the women. Like I said, I got content for days. I don't need Ernie Shell for no damn content. Trust and believe. I got content for years, actually.
I think your presence, if you're able to go there whenever the trial date is, I know it's going to be hard to face him and stuff like that, but you got to be strong through that. You know what I'm saying? So
we will help you.
You'll have to,
I don't give a damn what anybody says. Yeah. We will collect money and get you your ticket and your hotel like I always do. And the fucking app can turn upside down like they always do, because for some fucking reason, when we get money, everybody get mad. If you're going on July 9th, I got my hands in it. And you got my word.
Yeah, so, okay, so I've tried to press the charges. I'm going forward with them. I never said that I was going to go into like the court. But I do feel like I would probably get a lawyer or something like that. And I don't know.
If you want to go, I can go with you. I can go with you.
Yeah, like I'm not scared to face the judge or something. Like I do think my case will move forward. Like, you know, it's a lot. Like I don't know what it is. Like there's something about facing the judge. Like I'm gonna just let it all out. Like
Jesus, boss life. I need you to go. I'm gonna help fund that. Me and my girls and your girls and Korea's girls and Cash Boo's girls and Valley's girl and all the fucking girls. You taking that trip, boo? Okay. And
yeah,
that's
I do
on
have
that.
to keep contacting them and contact a lawyer and stuff so I could do that. And I appreciate you guys and I appreciate you, Empress, and I will show up. You know, I will show up for myself.
I got you.
That's the least I
don't
can
do. Okay.
You're bad. You're supposed to be.
This
good.
is a lot. I feel so bad for you, boss life. I feel bad for all of y'all. I really do. I really do. Jesus. It's like I have nothing to say, honestly, because poor child, just to be by herself amongst all these grown adults and being exploited. Like, I don't know what's going on through Lotus' head. I don't know if he's still just encapsulated by this man or just, but if a man ever parades a young child in front of my face, a young adult, I'm gonna ask him, what the fuck are you doing? And we leaving.
All right. So, I've been live for 3 hours, 43 minutes. I'm going to be stopping it at the 4-hour mark. And then we're going to pick up where we left off when I come live today or tomorrow. But just know Daze is changing because everybody covers Ernie Shell. And I'm not covering him no more. I am changing to other fucktards out there that need to be exposed. And women have been going through it for years with this mother bull. And now 2 of them are pressing charges. Like I said, he's already spent time in prison as an RSO, but I think they pleaded the charges down. But it was a 14-year-old young little girl that he got a hold of, and he anally raped her, and then she had to have 18 damn stitches in her, in her anal. So Daze will not be messing. Who gives a fuck about Ernie Shell? I am so sick of him talking about how he is the only content we have. Well, baby, he's not. I got content for years. So I'm bringing new content. And like I said, I'm going to stop it right in the middle of things so that it's like a soap opera. When you come back, I'll recap it and then we'll go forward. And that's what's going to happen here. I am not going to be covering Mammoth and her fuck shit. I'm not going to be covering Ernie and his fuck shit because that's what everybody does, right? And I don't want to do it. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm over it. Like, it's over. It's time for me to bring my own stuff that I've been investigating for 9 to 10 months now. And that's what Daze is going to be like. So hopefully you like it and you stay and you enjoy it and you see that my content is different than everybody else's. Because I'm tired of, I'm not like everybody else. And I don't like to ride the fucking train. I like to get my own train and put people on it. That's what I like to do. So we're covering fuck shits. They're Lowe's cows. They abuse women. They pimp them out. They do all kinds of shit. And that's what we're doing. We're covering them until they go to prison. But no more Ernie Shell. No more fucking, none of that. I'm sorry about my speech, but I just get really aggravated. You know what I mean? I just get aggravated at Ernie and all his stuff. The train is going nowhere. And it's time. Hey, Kels, how are you? It's time that I bring my own train and get all of you in the seats of my own train. So anyways, I'm going to stop it at here. The next time I come live, we'll recap what happened. Hopefully everybody watches from the beginning when I started this live to catch up to where we are now. And like I said, I've got content for years. And it's all new content. It's all new people that you guys are going to find intriguing. You guys are going to find, disgusting. But hey, we're getting on that train and we're riding that bitch. That's what we're going to do. I am sick of the Ernie Shell shit. But I will I will record a video of his nastiness and I will put it on my Rumble. Once it gets on my Rumble, then that's whenever I'll let all of you know, and I'll probably put it on my community page and you can go check it out from there or something to that effect. I don't know. I may just tell you on a live or something, because if someone was to click it and it goes there and it shows Ernie naked, I could get in trouble. So I'm not going to do that. I'll figure out another way to let y'all know. I'll probably just tell y'all before, when I'm starting to go live on something, I'll be like, okay, here's my Rumble, go there. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Or my Rumble's in the description. There's a new video that's dropped, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm just so over doing what other people do. I'm my own person, and you guys don't understand. It's like when I leave this, I go and research this guy. So it's like, why not bring this guy to the forefront? Why sit there and cover Ernie Shell? I've had 3 years of Ernie. I'm sick of it. At least this is something brand new to everybody. It's not new to me because I've been researching it. But, I'm going to bring it from him, from them, from the victims, everything. I'm going to bring everything to you. And that way, this is a real soap opera. And it's got real characters. And it has nothing to do with Ernie Shell. Because if you notice, everybody's covering that fool. Well, I'm different. I've always been different. I'm going to stay different. You have a magical day. I'm going to go to bed. I've been up almost all night. This is my second time going live for 4 hours. So really, I went live for 7 hours during the night. And it's called Bigo. It's called Bigo. And so, yeah, I'm bringing new stuff to today's, because I'm getting tired of the olds. I don't like just repeating the same script over and over. I like new things, and I hope that you all do too. That way, when you come here, it's something new for all of you. You know what I'm saying? It's something new. But anyways, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to take my butt to bed. I am tired, and start from the beginning so that all of you are on the same page as me by the time I come back. Okay? Have a magical day, and I will see all of you probably later on this afternoon or maybe into the night, something like that. But mine's going to be different because I'm tired of it's I don't know how to explain it, but I'm just monotonous. It's monotonous and it's too much. I'm sick of it. Till next time, take control of your lives. Don't ever let anyone beat you up. And if they do, get the hell out of there. I've lived with abusive men. I know what it's like. And, there are ways to get out, and there is hope. And I love you all. I'm out.
You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head. Make a better life instead. You gotta give it all your best. So put your hands up to the sky and live your best life, alright. Don't just let it go by, just try, oh my. Got only one life, got only this time. We gonna get it right. You gotta let go of those who don't belong in your tribe. So cut the bad out of your life. Yeah, do it one time. You gotta work till you're winning. Yeah, take control of the system. When you invest, it's addicting. No time to rest, let's go get it. Not gonna stop till I'm finished. Not gonna drop to my limits. Deep in my chest, I'm inhaling. Believe in testing and failing. You gotta flip everything in your mind. Take the limiting thoughts and turn them into your why. Prove to yourself you're worth it. You deserve it. Push past all the hurt and find your purpose. You gotta take control. Life's too short. Get out of your head.
Yes, and this is for awareness. This is for awareness. Ladies and gentlemen both need to know what awareness really is. This is it. I will also be putting a domestic 1-800 number on my banner, because there's going to be a lot of this. There's going to be a lot of it. Talk to you later. I'm out.